Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Flintlocks and Fireballs, where a handful of mad actors will attempt to survive the treacherous waters of Dungeons and Dragons. I am your host and Dungeon Master Jason Phelps, and I am joined, as ever, by Robbie Catastrophe Bellekom.
Yay!
Sam Rambunctious Burns.
Ooh.
And Ellie Sparrow.
Doggerel?
Indeed.
What does that mean?
It's sort of like a bunch of meaningless words.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
We're good at those.
That's a fun thing to be. Also sounds like a dog that leads the army.
Oh,
A dog
Yeah.
General Doggerel.
Aww.
It's the dog army.
Oh.
They're all coming for you.
Yes.
Watch out, the dog army is on its way.
Better fucking run. What?
Woof.
Woof, woof, woof.
Arf, arf. So, by the time this episode comes out, it'll have already happened like a month ago, and it's already been, I think, a couple of weeks. But fun fact from just general life.
Life.
I've actually shipped my first video game title.
Hey, he's a
And there
big
was
hot
much
shit
rejoicing.
and he makes games. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm genuinely very proud of you. Well
We
done.
are all very proud.
We're
of
all
Jason.
very proud.
Super proud.
again, now that it's actually released, I can say I was a designer on the game, on the team sort of horror-themed game Haunted High, which you can play if you're one of the very small number of people with a virtual reality headset. Specifically, the Quest 2, or the Quest 3, which will apparently be released at some point next year, I think, and have weird mixed reality. You'll be able to just, like, instead of just virtual reality, you'll be able to, like, put things, like, virtual things on your table, and so on.
Virtual
Fun.
things.
Oh, like augmented reality sort of thing.
Yeah, it's augmented reality, which is all very fun and exciting type stuff. If you are big on virtual and augmented reality things, so yay! If you happen to be one of the people that possesses a headset like that, you can go play my game.
Go play his Vigima game.
Yes.
Joe, play it.
Games.
He's so impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Woo.
I'll let you know if I ever release anything on like on like a desktop or a console or a phone. Speaking of released things, I suspect that Future Us may well have some messages to talk about a certain RPG that we went and recorded some sessions with.
Ooh, yes.
Whose Kickstarter will probably be might be coming towards an end by the time this episode releases. So
Maybe, yeah.
yeah.
To be fair, though, after the end, you can often still, like, if they get funded, you can often still fund, like, put
Yeah.
money in, right?
And you'll certainly be
think,
able to.
yeah. Only if it's been funded.
Yeah.
Like, if it hasn't, you can't. But I think you can still, like, pledge to get a copy if
Yeah.
it has been funded.
And you can find out right now, wherever you are, with more information as we ask Future Us, what messages from the present? It's Future Jason with messages from the present. We recently had the delightfully ghoulish experience of playing a demo of Doomsong, an upcoming horror TTRPG set in a brutal plaguescape. Created by Caesar Inc. at Caesar Inc. on social media, we took on the roles of 4 hapless gravediggers on a quest to save the world, in a world where God is dead, hell is full, and death is not the end, despite our best efforts to the contrary. Our host was Jack Caesar, who you may remember as the Goblin King from our previous collaboration demoing the Labyrinth RPG. This Doomsong miniseries was recorded, and you can find the videos and more about the Doomsong Kickstarter through the link in the description. Back to you, Past Jason. Right. on that cheerful note, then, waffled on long enough. It's time to
Didn't
begin.
waffle. You told us about your thing that you'd made.
Yeah.
There's no waffle.
Yeah, we're very proud of you.
Yes.
Time to begin. Flintlocks and Fireballs. Our land stands on the sabre's edge.
Our cities are a powder keg.
Brother chains, brother, no one's free. A life on land is short, you'll see. So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinea. No kraken, storm or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.
Previously on Flintlocks and Fireballs. Having journeyed their way through through quite a lot of the Cirrus Citadel by this point, last time the party manufactured a mirror, despite having no idea how to produce mirrors. Well done!
Yay!
And as such, we're able to use it to reflect a death ray back on itself and retrieve an unexpected boon, hidden treasure in the form of a pair of silvery boots that can be worn by anyone. They appear to mould themselves comfortably to the shape of your foot. Or hoof, as Scamp demonstrated when wearing them. Whilst investigating this peculiar canyon behind a painting frame, you also found a room full of experimental silvery limbs in various states of damage, acquired a bunch of one-shot ones, and also, as well as acquiring some magical paints, found a laboratory full of weird retro hazmat suits, in essence, made of glass and strange mobile metal, as well as a complex sort of bellows-like device with 3 canisters and a pipe. You also, knowing that you were planning to return to the door where the steel statuette is waiting, a steel statue, in fact, no et about it, it's fucking huge, you also take the opportunity to rest up a little, and Celestia to kind of get used to your boots.
My boots is on.
Which do, as mentioned, do mould perfectly to your feet.
It sounds really comfy. Are they comfy?
They're extremely comfy. They're like a second skin, to the point where you can actually feel through them, like touch and temperature and so on.
I'm getting old. Like the thought of like really comfy shoes is very exciting to me.
Thought of comfy shoes has always been exciting to me. Just so you know, these boots have several powers. That you are able to get a sense of as you attune yourself to them. They have 2 basic powers that function regardless of whether you are attuned. The first is that they function as legs.
They're literally made for walking.
These boots are made for walking. And that is just what they will do. At a minimum movement speed of 30 feet unless restrained by you.
Cool.
And indeed, because as a side effect of them functioning as legs, they have, as mentioned, all the sensory perception that you would have of your legs, or at least of humanoid legs. Which is very weird for when Scamp put them on and felt the experience of having toes. In addition, while attuned, the boots have 10 charges, which recharge over a long rest. You can use a bonus action to spend a charge and double your walking speed for a minute. Mm-hmm. During this minute, opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage, and jump distance is tripled. You can spend. You can also. You can also spend at least one charge as a bonus action to jump 30 feet. Every additional charge you spend lets you jump an additional 30 feet in the same bound.
That is so stupid. I want to do it all the time.
So you can, and as part of that jump, landing safely without injury is included.
Yeah, my
Yay.
knees don't just fucking explode on landing.
Yeah.
That is important. Thank you for specifying that.
I will say, as an immediate ruling, that this also works to cushion you in the event of falls of up to that distance.
Amazing.
So if you fall 100 feet and spend 4 charges, you will take no damage from falling.
But I would have to choose to do that, yeah.
But I would let you spend that as a reaction.
Cool.
You can spend, as a bonus action, yes?
One question. Say I was falling more than that. Could I take that, an amount of damage off a fall?
Yes, you can use it to
Cool.
reduce your fall
Like,
distance
say I was
by that
falling
amount.
350 feet. Could
And
I
you could
just
reduce
bang out all 10 charges?
to reduce the effect to loop as if you were falling.
Which might be actually very, very worth it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like slow fall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that, one falls stupid amounts that often, but, it does happen.
It does happen.
Oh yeah.
You can also spend 1 charge as a bonus action to become hasted for 1 round as per the spell. Every round thereafter, you can, without spending an action, choose at the start of your turn to burn an additional charge and stay hasted for another round. As soon as haste ends, regardless of how many rounds it has gone for, you are unable to act for 1 round as per the end of the spell normally.
So if I kept tasting,
Yes.
it would still be 1 round.
It'll still be 1 round.
Cool. I just look up the haste spell.
Yeah,
that.
but the effect is that you basically will, as soon as the haste stops, you get the surge of exhaustion that means you can't move for a round.
Yeah.
You can also spend, as a reaction, you can spend a charge to grant yourself advantage on a dex save. Just a leap out of the way effect. And finally, as an action or a reaction to some sort of effect that would immobilize you or restrain you in some way, you can spend 3 charges to cast freedom of movement on yourself, but only for 1 minute.
That's good shit. These are good boots. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Are they sexy? Do I still
Yes.
hot?
They're pretty sexy, yeah.
Excellent. It's very important.
They are.
This character.
They are some stylish unisex kind of knee length. Actually, it's just over the knee because they bind at the top. So, they secure at the top. So I suppose technically thigh length boots. These would be.
Oh, unisex is the worst word, isn't it?
It's laughing.
It is-
Also, they're
form,
boots.
but-
They're boots. Well, I should say that these boots have not been cut in either
In a way that is traditionally gendered in this time
traditionally
period. Yeah, fair.
yes, gendered one way or the other. So these do not have they do not have the lines or styles that you would associate with a particular gendered dress type.
Excellent. I like them even more now.
Yeah. Entertainingly, they are sized to the size of your legs and feet. So they are the size that really well-fitting boots would be for you, which means that they are longer and they are longer than they were when Scamp was wearing them. Because they were sized more for Scamp's
For shorter
height.
people.
And the height and the kind of height and foot size they would have if they had been human.
They've got to be like an appreciable amount of Corzin's entire height then.
Yep.
So, the last thing then, I believe, is you'd also planned at the end of your rest to fill up the bellows device We're going to call this the thrower, with a liquid and 2 powders, and you previously discussed putting the hot tar in it and keeping it hot with prestidigitation, which does mean at least until 1 minute, within 1 minute of using it, Celestia will need to carry this, as well as piling into one of the 2 canisters the fine, gritty, rubbery cream powder, which, as far as you can tell, is powdered rubber, and the white, tangy powder that you're pretty sure is baking powder. Well, possibly, or probably baking soda. You don't think there's cream of tartar in this. Okay. With that in mind, then, are you ready to return to the entryway?
Yes.
Ready as we'll ever be. Yep.
All right. You clamber back. You clamber back along the edge of the ravine and out behind the painting frame until you find yourself once again within the sort of pagoda-esque inspired cavernous hall. At the far end, you can see once again the obvious golden door and its golden archway, and once more the, I think I said 12-foot tall statue in steel, as far as you can tell, in the shape of a beautiful hobgoblin woman in a long East Haldanic dress with trailing sleeves, hair coiled up in 3 coils above her head, and wielding a long single-edged blade. Unlike before, there is not a beam of golden light shining through the oculus above her. There is just the ambient sort of daylight-esque light filtering in through the windows up above. There is, just to remind you, 60 feet from the door and the statue is the golden line in the ground that seems to indicate the threshold.
So what do we want to do first? Do we want to spray it with this big bellows thing first and then do other stuff, or do other stuff and then spray it with the big bellows thing?
I think we spray it, don't we?
Yeah,
I think so.
If we can get it sprayed down before it reacts to anything, that'd probably be best.
Let's do that. Fuck it. Yes.
Well,
Right.
Well, but it's going to start attacking us the second we do, so we should have a plan for what happens immediately after spraying it.
I mean, I guess I'll be busy spraying it for the first few seconds.
Yeah.
What's the range on it? How far does the shooty thing go?
I don't know, man.
You have no idea, you've not tested it.
We've not sprayed anything.
I'm also really extra fast right now.
True.
So I can always do a really big jump or something. Get away if need be.
Might be worthwhile doing that, actually, but I think as there's 3 of us, we should spread out, and when the thing reacts, try and
I mean, there's more
get
than
it to
3
split
of
its
us.
focus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah, it's
not,
5
I'm
of
not
us
chopped liver.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Jeffrey. 6. I've forgotten how to
Miscounted.
count. It's been a long day.
The Shanty goes, yeah, I'm just going to hang back until you sorted this, because she vaguely waves the small fire pistol she's got.
That's fair, hon. Yep.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
no, that is fair.
Also, there's literally never any pressure to put yourself in danger because you so didn't sign up for this shit. So, just to hang back whenever you want to in a fight, you know?
Yeah, I'm just going to be over here.
It's alright, you just did not sign up for risking your ass for weird stuff in any way, but we all did, so you know.
Here we are.
Victory gives Victory grins at that. Damn right Victory, there we go. Damn right we did. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm following your lead. know what I can do?
I do the spraying, and then do we want to plan what shit? we're
Yeah,
all
I
doing
think
after
at
that?
least the first lot We should, because we've got a bit of time, and then after that, let's face it, it's going to be chaos.
We're gonna fucking wing it after that.
What are all the walls here made of?
The walls appear to be made of a mixture of white stone and aged wood and what appears to be, in places, little green stone tiles.
But there's stone. There is stone.
There's basically, there's the floor is made of stone as well.
Great. Then I'm going to write out the damage types and the people who are capable of casting that damage type.
On
the floor with mold earth.
Basically, the notes, what Robbie's just done in
I'm
real
going to
life
write
out.
Yeah, because I was looking at that
Yeah.
going, I am not sure I'm following this correctly.
Okay,
So
well,
we know we need to do one that damages bone and one that damages flesh at the same
Right,
time. They
cool.
have to be done. We have to be
Gotcha.
holding actions to simultaneously cast.
Okay,
Hang on.
cool.
How does it work? Let me check my understanding of this, because I thought to damage the bone, you had to be doing 2 of those at the same time, 2 that damage the bone.
Now you need one of each to disrupt it, don't you?
you
Help.
Robbie has this correct.
Okay, cool,
so
cool.
you, in order to achieve the resonance, you need to damage both the flesh and the bone, the metal flesh and the metal bone simultaneously.
Right.
Right.
So, where it says F and B on our little column, we need to have one F and one B happening at the same time. Is that right?
Shanty helpfully illustrates. Sorry, I just.
I feel like this character's too old to be Shanty. I don't know. Nah, she got younger. There's an Essex woman that lives inside me. Stowaways. I don't know if she's been on air before. I don't even know who she is. I think maybe she works in a charity shop near where I used to live, and I just became obsessed with how she spoke. But, there she is. But does that is everyone like happy with that? Because I think I get it, but I basically wanted to check that I wasn't being stupid, and I thought I'd just check if anyone else was also not up to speed.
No, that makes sense.
Cool.
But I guess what mechanically we want to be doing is holding your action and knowing what you're about to cast and what damage type, and maybe shouting it out until someone else can join you.
Yeah, because there's actually no real disadvantage to the statue, like hearing what damage type it is.
Yeah.
What's that going to do?
I would guess not. I'd hope not. We'll find out. If the statue suddenly starts targeting us because of it, then we'll maybe reconsider.
Then fine, yeah. But right now, fuck it.
So these are the different types of damage we can do, and these are who can do them.
And CO
our
is
first
Corzin, right?
Yeah, because
Lovely.
really helpfully, a lot of
Yep.
us have the same first initial.
I'm sure
And-
if there's anyone overseeing this whole situation, they're really enjoying that. That we all have names that start with the same fucking letter. I'm sure it's really helpful to them.
Yeah, 'cause we've got a
Shanty tilts her
Corzin
head. Yeah, I
and
wasn't
the
sure if I was
Celestia. We've got a
S.
Scamp and a Shanty. Victory, we're all very grateful for your existence.
Thanks. I too am grateful for my existence.
We love a bit of self-love before a fight. Excellent.
Jeffrey, do you think you can hold one of these?
Jeffrey looks at the array of 10 wands with naked avarice.
Oh.
Well, I'll take that as a yes. Put your clothes back on that avarice, Jeffrey.
I'm going to say that Jeffrey... Okay. Jeffrey can can successfully stuff 3 wands into the band that is holding his grass skirt on. So
I forgot that he
get a
had a
bandolier
skirt
for
on, and then I was like,
Yeah.
where is Jeffrey going to put this for a second? And carry on.
So please write down which 3 wands
okay.
you are going to equip Jeffrey with. Each one can be fired only once.
Well, perhaps give Jeffrey the ones that the rest of us can do the least of. So, like,
I think that's
thinking
probably
that.
clever, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the ones that affect the bone maybe we're a little less good at.
like the necrotic one, definitely.
Yeah, necrotic and radiant were a little bit...
Yeah.
Bit rubbish. I mean, I can do approximately one spell that does either of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's huge, to be honest. I'm kind of
Maybe we
to
give
get to the
radiant
point where
and
we need
necrotic
that.
ones to Jeffrey.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. A good idea. Giving that to them. Yeah. That's what I said.
I guess maybe psychic?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Psychic, yeah. I mean, I think only I can do that one otherwise, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that might be a good idea to have somebody else who can, actually. Yeah, give the monkey the thing that can make you die or make you crazy. This is a great idea.
Also, necrotic and radiant. These are terrible. Like, these are quite intense damage types.
Yep.
So you've given Jeffrey necrotic, psychic, and what was the other one?
Is it radiant?
Radiant.
And radiant.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Rot, horror, and microwaves.
Oh, there should be a C on that column for necrotic, mate. Sorry, I realised that I can do that one.
Oh yeah,
But
you
only-
should, shouldn't there?
Only one spell. And the reason I probably haven't thought of it is because you can choose to do either radiant or necrotic, and I pretty much always do radiant.
Where's my pen gone? Where's it gone? There's one.
Okay.
Also, I suppose with the ice blunt. Oh, you've got it actually. As Corzin can do that. Yep.
Yeah. All right then. Victory looks at the list you've laid out. Nods. Yeah. Yeah. That's both the things I could do. I could do lightning and I can do thunder, and I'm just gonna prep one or the other and go depending on what you call out. Thank you for writing that down there.
Yep.
Okay.
I certainly couldn't have been bothered to do that, so I'm very glad that you did. Well done.
Yay!
All right. In which case, then.
Shall we prep one each so that we know we're about to do the second that this happens, though?
I guess. Yeah. Yep. Can do.
I could. Well, you tell me what you've got in mind. You're gonna try and do the. You said you can try and
I'm
spray.
going to spray first.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I mean, one of the easiest ones I can do is lightning, and it occurs to me that Victory, you can do thunder. So we could do those at the same time. But it depends who's.
You can't spray at the same time, but if you're spraying, we kind of want to do them exactly the same time.
Oh yeah, no, I meant
as well,
I'm
so-
picking a next one.
Oh, next one.
when
Okay.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay, so I
But
can follow up with thunder next time.
yeah,
Okay.
you lot should pick ones that go together first, obviously.
Alright, how about fire and fire and acid? Can anyone do acid?
I can do acid, but I suppose there's no reason I can't do acid. Oh, but actually, if we're firing the alderai stuff immediately, maybe we don't lead with acid.
That would kind of render that a bit shit. Yeah.
or-
maybe not acid. Maybe literally anything else. Actually, might be a better
Necrotic
idea.
then. Get Jeffrey to use the necrotic one.
Or I could do a necrotic one as well. So if you do fire, and then Victory does lightning, I'll do necrotic, and I guess maybe Jeffrey does radiant.
Jeffrey holds up the shiny white one with the golden end.
You want radiant, Jeffrey?
Radiant. Yeah.
Okay, so Jeffrey is doing radiant.
Lovely.
I'll make a note of that. Is the first one. All right then. So, what's the next thing? I guess Celestia, you're the one with the bellows. What are you doing next?
I'm going right up to the line, as
Okay.
close as I can to the line, but not over the line.
Yep.
And I'm going to go spray the thing and keep it warm. And then run away. Probably. Or just stay there. Either way, really. Why am I leaning this close to the microphone? No, not a soul alive.
Okay,
knows
so-
I'm talking that loudly. I'm sorry if I just peaked it
everyone's
several
got their
times.
actions held, waiting for Celestia to act. So,
And I
I'm
think
gonna
we're
say-
all getting into the right, well, as close to the right
Yeah.
range as possible for what we're
Yeah.
about to do.
Okay, so you all get as close as you can. So
As close as needed for
Fire, Victory's doing lightning. Now I will state that the statue is 50 feet from the line, so that's the closest you can get.
Oh, fuck that then.
the
I'll
start.
go over, probably.
Um,
Because, the bellows thing does not look like it will shoot 50 feet, right?
you would be surprised if it shot 50 feet.
I think I'm just going to have to go over this line, but also it occurs to me that the fucking light's broken, so I'm not going to get automatically shot by the light. Right?
All right.
I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
That follows.
How close does everyone else need to get?
So Victory goes, lightning bolt I can just do from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, quick question actually on that front. The fire pistols that I picked up a few
Yes.
sessions ago, in terms of their range, are they different to the other pistols I have because they're more modern?
I put range down on these. One moment. I'm literally just trying to find where they are. One moment. Where did I? Sorry, these are different notes.
Don't worry.
That's stuff for the.
Jason has changed telephone recently, and so his notes are all in funny places.
Yep.
A short and not very interesting tale.
Would it have a longer short range than 40 feet? Is the more important question.
Oh, I'm pretty sure these just have a straight. I'm pretty sure the fire pistols have a range of. I think it's just a straight 120 foot range.
Oh, okay, right. So it's 120 feet, no penalty for long range, but no more than that.
Basically, they have the range of I think it's scorching ray is what.
Oh, grand. Okay, in which case, that's absolutely fine. Can do it from where I'm standing. That's the important thing.
Yeah, 120 feet. Bop.
Grand. Okay, yeah. No, right.
Suddenly
I
I
should be able to do it from
really
here.
like my new boots.
Yeah.
You know? I just think they're really good.
Okay. Right. Everyone readies up, and you all at Celestia, as you see kind of Celestia breathe in, and then bring up an arm, getting ready to pump the bellows
Yep.
like a weird militant bagpipe.
I do that. It's like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That's
yeah.
what it's like.
Yay.
Yep.
You all burst into action. Okay, so I'm going to resolve this. This all resolves simultaneously. Now, what I will say is, you are all prepped. You all know exactly what you're doing. You've essentially declared your actions.
Ooh.
The statue is reactive. It is patient. It is not deaf. It is not surprised. So you will now all need to roll initiative.
Okay.
But yes,
Oh, dear.
you're raising a hand.
So the whole thing where it's a bonus action for me to double my walking speed and triple my jump distance,
Yes.
and opportunity attacks against me have disadvantage.
You can do that.
I click my heels together like it's the Wizard of Oz, and that happens. I use a challenge.
Okay. All right. So can I ask you all to roll initiative, please?
17.
17.
Oh, counting.
Wow, okay.
19, which is actually really helpful that I'm before any of you.
Yep.
I think that.
Oh, shall I roll for Jeffrey?
Yeah, can I actually have a separate one for Jeffrey, please, for once?
Yes. And let me find
Right.
Jeffrey's
Waste
stats.
relevant.
This would have been smart to look for. I mean, he's got a 6 on the dice, so it's not going to be much. Let me find his numbers here somewhere.
All right. While that's being rolled, Celestia, you sprint forwards. Sorry, I know where in the order Jeffrey's going to be. So,
9.
Celestia, 9. Thank you.
9.
Celestia, you spring forward, and start releasing the spray from the bellows. You are absolutely
Electric
right.
guitar just quietly goes.
Just as much as we can get away with.
It's okay. We did the 2 sections separately.
Yeah.
They won't pick it up. It's fine.
So as you, as the bellows sprays forth, you determine 2 things. One, absolutely does not have a spray distance of 50 feet.
Didn't think so.
Does, however, it does have a pretty decent spray distance, all things considered, of 20 feet at its end.
Bad, actually.
So you are able to get pretty close to start spraying the creature. This is an interesting one because normally this would be like a spray attack like this is more of a save for the creature. So what I'm going to ask is for you to roll 3d6. I'm going to say, which would this is going to tell me the sort of damage it could do under very specific circumstances.
That's 9.
Okay, 9. So we're going to see if this. I'm going to roll a save for it. This is not magic, so it does not have advantage.
It's not magic. It's just stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so that is that it rolled high, so it would save. I'm going to say that you have functionally done 4 points of damage here. So I will mark it as damage because it does actually take a little bit of actually it's mundane damage, so it wouldn't take it. But what it does do is 40% of the statue is covered as the three the hot tar and the 2 powders combine, flowing together at the exit of the bellows, and spray outwards in a slightly foaming greyish black sludge. You can now see, and it's a good thing you stopped 20 feet away because the gas, the acid cloud, you can smell as extending a good 15 feet out from it. As the black or grey sludge sprays over it, you see it both fizz as it reacts and neutralizes with the acid, but also then harden into place as a sort of strange rubbery foam over the exterior of, again, about 40% of the statue. It was able to turn itself onto one side, so it's not as covered as it would have been. You would have gotten 90% of it otherwise. But and you can see that gas is still kind of exuding from it, but you appear to have successfully gummed up a portion of its skin.
Cool.
That's your bonus, that's your movement, that's your action. So,
I done now.
Corzin, you are up next.
Okay.
Simultaneous with Scamp, actually.
All right. Corzin will take aim with the fire pistols and let fly.
Okay, so you, and Scamp, you remind me what...
I'm going to quicken a chill touch so that I still have an action in case things go tits up.
Can you do
cool.
chill touch at range?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, it has a range of 240 feet.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
yes, it's not like shocking grasp. It really is just a chill touch.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
I can make things have range with sorcery points if I wish.
Nice. Oh, and chill touch is weirdly not cold-based, is it? It's necrotic.
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's necrotic.
necrotic. It's
All right.
It's why I keep
It's my
saying it
weird
should
hand.
be renamed Lich Slap.
I'm just going to wave the hand.
Because I know that Corzin gets multiple attacks, can I ask for Scamp's attack first, please?
Sure, do it.
Sure. Are tides active? I cannot remember.
They are currently active.
Cool, so I do not have it. That is a lot to hit. That is 28 to hit.
That does indeed successfully hit. Please roll damage, and now Corzin, take a number of shots with the pistol.
Okay, first one.
Terrible.
That is going to be a 27 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
Okay, and that will be... If you said it's like Scorching Ray, are these D6s, or are they like regular
I believe
pistols?
I said it's 2d6 per shot.
2d6, perfect. Okay, right. Okay, that's 8 fire damage to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And with the second one, that is a 23 to hit.
Hits.
For...
Was that 11 necrotic, Scamp?
No, it was 9. 9.
Cool, thank you.
Not good.
Okay, 11 fire damage.
It is a cantrip.
Okay.
And the final one, natural one, but lucky. Oh dear.
Ooh.
That's 2
How
natural
much of an
ones.
idea? Oh no! No!
Alright. I mean, it's pretty rare for that to just straight up happen with an object like this, but I think it's pretty clear what's going to happen there. So,
Yep.
how
much damage? Shall I roll it and see?
Let's see who's next to you. I think it's Scamp. Celestia's run forwards.
Did we not spread out to try and split its focus? Was that not a thing that we were gonna do?
You probably did, but this thing is about to explode like a fireball.
Oh, okay.
Is it like an only Celestia safe situation?
I think right now, yes, only Celestia.
And maybe
about
Shanty,
Jeffrey?
because she
Shanty.
said that she was
Yeah.
going to go hide.
Celestia, Shanty, and roll a dex save for Jeffrey, please.
No.
Am I gonna need more
It's a
d6s for
17
this?
for Jeffrey.
Okay, Jeffrey basically has the equivalent of the rogue ability to just take no damage on a successful dex save.
Evasion. Yeah.
Yeah, evasion.
Yeah, Jeffrey is definitely a rogue, let's face it.
Yeah, he is.
So he's fine. Yeah.
Oh, I need a dex save.
4d6s.
It's not as good.
Oh no, sorry, 8d6s. It's
8d6,
fireball.
please. And I don't. And I guess Corzin can try and roll a dex save as well.
Sure. I'll roll the dex save at being the epicenter of this. Okay, I'll roll the dex save first. Okay, I mean, frankly, if this that's a 13. I'm probably not saving against this.
Also 13.
Okay, that is pause for mathematics.
Maths.
27 fire damage.
Okay. So you take 27 fire damage because Corzin, I don't think, is resistant to fire.
Nope.
Scamp, you take 13 fire damage.
Hooray!
And so does Victory. who is not who I don't think has fire resistance, but is
Victory.
She's
no,
tiefling.
Victory.
Yeah, she's a
same
tiefling.
same lineage of tiefling as you, so is fire resistant.
I forget that there's variation here.
Yeah. So that gets halved again. Yay. Okay, Victory only takes 6 then fire damage from your pistol exploding. You get 2 shots, both in the same leg. Actually, I'm going to say both at the creature. At the creature's arm, the arm holding the blade, in fact, which is the same one where a ghostly version of Scamp's hand, or not Scamp's hand, but the mummified hand, reaches through, leaps forward.
Gives it a little
Actually,
high
no,
five.
Yeah, it's just the hand, isn't it? It's not even the ghostly version. It's just the hand that does it. As the hand flies forward and grabs that arm.
Little high five.
Yeah. There's a little it's more like a slap against its wrist, because the hand is not currently... the statue's hand isn't open. But as a wave...
Don't leave me hanging.
of shadow passes through part of it, the 2 of the bolts of flame intersect, and the whole arm sort of ripples in an interesting way that shudders and then seems to blow open in part. Rather than healing or recovering in any way, the burns on it seem to stay static, like and it seems to both effects hit the flesh as they would a normal creature, so there is no resistance to any of the damage here. On top of that, the arm begins to twitch strangely, as if it's having trouble functioning properly. However, with the third shot, the essentially wand on a pistol butt starts cracks, lets out a sort of sound. Corzin, you try to throw it away. Up.
Oh shit!
It flies up, and just as it's coming back down,
Oh no.
the one
Like he tries to throw it away, but it just goes perfectly up.
and then
Yeah.
straight back down, and
sad.
explodes,
Oh.
shattering and sending just flames in every direction. I will say that if you've got any movement or bonus actions left, either of you, you can do those. But
I've used my bonus action. I still have my action,
yes,
which I will hold.
Can you
but
try and move in the general direction of away?
yes, would you like to move away from the statue or away from your like are you going to move further back away from the line?
I'm gonna move around the outside of the circumference of the circle, so I'm further away from my companions, but the same basic distance from the
You
creature
hug
on
the wall. I'm going to
Yeah.
say that you go to run towards the wall. As the fireball explodes, Scamp, you feel a surge of magic rush through you. Roll 2d100s, please.
Oh no! What have I done?
Ooh. I think that's 100.
Okay.
Ah,
Zero,
Yep.
zero,
that
zero.
might be a first.
All the zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 100.
I don't think that's happened before.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
fun.
Is that on both of those, or
No, and the other one is 68.
okay?
So close.
You see 2 futures: terror and power.
Wow.
Terror
What a
and
difficult
power.
decision.
I will take power, please.
You regain all your expended sorcery points.
I wish I'd spent more. Because I was planning on getting some spells back before we started, and I forgot. But never mind.
Terror or power, it really is the equivalent of cake or death, isn't it?
It really is, yeah.
Okay, so
I will now hold a chromatic orb with my action.
okay, you hold the spell ready. Next up is Jeffrey. who is, I guess, holding action as well for Victory. Followed by Victory, who kind of ducking out of the way of the blast and wincing a little, hair standing on end. She gestures forwards, and a blast of lightning spears out of her chest towards the statue, who tries to turn and dodge it. Yes, because it's area of effect, not for lightning bolt. So I guess simultaneous to that, Jeffrey, make an attack roll, please.
Okay. What's the modifier on this?
I believe you have. I believe you have Dex attack stats for Jeffrey, right? We'll say
generally.
We're going to say this is Dex based because I think making it int based would not work well.
It would be really sad.
Yes.
And Jeffrey has a am I adding Jeffrey's proficiency?
I mean, Jeffrey is. I don't know if this would qualify as a simple weapon. I guess it probably would, and Jeffrey is proficient in simple weapons. Sure.
I mean, it's not brilliant. It's only a 15.
Not only does that not hit, you do not feel like you could shift fate enough to make that hit.
I will release my chromatic orb at the same time if it looks like Victory's doing some damage, potentially.
It looks like Victory certainly could be doing some damage. The bolt is striking where she's pointing it, and it doesn't look like... I forget that they have... Well, actually, the second one of these entirely depends on whether or not you hit with the chromatic orb.
Okay.
I mean,
I will use the tides.
Okay.
That is... both of them are the same thing. That is 25 to hit.
Yes, that does hit, which means I don't roll with advantage for magic resistance against Victory's attack.
And Victory's doing lightning, isn't she?
Yes.
I will do thunder then, because it seems appropriate.
Okay.
I'm doing this one at third
Very,
level.
very
I forgot to say.
As the ball,
Maybe should have gone higher. Never mind.
As the orb connects, it lets out an appropriately thunderous that you can kind of feel through your bones. Roll damage, please.
I need to find a D8. I mean, I need to find another D8.
26.
26. Nice. Okay, so that
Only third level, but I rolled decently.
That is quite alright. So that takes us to... Just making a quick note here. Yep. Okay. So, as the thunder, you hear the crack the strangely resonant crack of metallic bone, and also the blistering of. So just double check. Was it the lightning is flesh, and also the blistering and sundering of one leg as the lightning strikes it. Again, both spells impact with unlike your earlier attacks, they seem to strike it with little resistance, like a hot knife through butter. This resonance seems to decidedly bypass a lot of its protections. Jeffrey, meanwhile, fires a golden ray which smashes harmlessly into the wall.
Nice try, Jeffrey. Nice try.
Okay, at which point it's the statue's turn.
Oh no.
So there's a lot of potential targets that the statue could go for here. The first thing you notice, though, is that with its arm and leg twitching, it does not seem to possess the same blinding speed.
Yay! That is
it,
good news.
At least this round, that it did before. It moves the sword from one hand, from the twitching arm to a stable one, and is going to sprint, but does step forwards with appreciable but now much more mortal speed. And up to Celestia, who is directly in front of it now.
Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable.
And is going to try and cut you into pieces.
Yay!
So first attack. That's an 18.
I think that hits, but let me
What is your
check
plus?
what it is these days. Oh yeah, 16. Yeah, massively hits.
Yeah. This is, I will say, as ever, I think it's defender advantage, isn't it? You have to beat the...
Yeah, beats it.
Beats it, got it.
Yeah.
So, in which case, Scamp, do you feel like you got even odds
I
of
use
change?
my reaction to hold it.
You've already used your reaction? Cool, thank you.
It takes. I believe it takes a reaction to hold an action.
And the second one's a
think
20, so both of those both of those hit. Okay.
Oh no, goodbye.
So you take... let's just do that properly. Okay, you take 48 total points of slashing damage.
So rolled them hit dice.
As the steel statue slashes in twice against you, you manage to avoid just having a limb lopped off. But,
Just about with the amount of hit points I've got left, to be
but
real
you
with
definitely feel that blade gently kiss your bones across your ribs and one arm.
Celestia is suddenly bleeding, frightening amount. I do have less hit points than we currently have party members.
You are also...
Back.
Yeah, it's a really good thing we rolled some hit dice, lads.
You are also now within the embrace of the cloud of acid.
Oh, yay. I mean, I can leave really quickly, which is good, but,
You can, in fact, just checking the... I'm just checking the rules that I would use.
disadvantage. They have disadvantage on opportunity attacks. I mean, I suppose it depends how long that lasts, actually. But...
It does. I'm just going to use, as a base, what the rules would be here for Incendiary Cloud. So it's more about what happens if... When you enter the spell for the first, it would be when you enter it. When you enter it for the first time on a turn, or end your turn there. So generally, you have sort of technically.
I mean, if it turns on while I'm in it, I think, I feel like that makes sense. I don't think that's you stretching a ruling.
No, I will say what I will let you do is
I'd rule it like that.
I will let you spend a charge to try and make a dex save to get to get out of the range before.
I wasn't trying to weasel, by the way.
No. I'm just conscious of these of the fact that you've got some Quicksilver boots on.
Okay. Is that just a straight dex save, or is it
be a
the charge where I get?
straight dex save.
It's really good actually. That's 20 something What's my dex? It's a lot, but I've forgotten. 26.
That's enough. I will say that you are able to reflexively, almost without, as if responding to your will rather than your trained reflexes. The legs tense and spring you back.
I guess that's my reaction, right?
Yes, that will use a your reaction.
Awesome.
But you do not instantly go down from acid damage.
That is excellent news.
Because I'm pretty sure looking.
Oh, I
at stats on this-
totally would. Yeah. It's really
yeah,
bad.
no, you totally would.
I mean, I would go down in a stiff breeze right now. So yeah.
I think it's actually impossible. Yeah. I think the minimum damage would take you down.
Yay!
Which is good because you are. Shanti is holding action until it's really essential for her to fire a shot of fire. Okay, Celestia, then you are
Bleeding.
just. You managed to get. So you get just beyond the 15-foot radius of the cloud in time at the start of your turn.
I fucking love these boots. Right. There's a hole in the ceiling, isn't there?
Yes.
Is the statue, under the hole?
Still broadly under the hole, yeah. It was sort of dead under the hole, but it moved a little bit to you. But it's certainly reasonably close.
If I called some lightning, would the hole make it impossible? Is there too much ceiling in the way?
Well, I mean, there's enough of an... You'd have to angle it a little bit. Given that I angled the beam of light to
true,
follow
actually.
it,
Yeah,
I'd say that the oculus is wide enough to call lightning through it, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna, bleeding and sad, lift my guitar up and do a little power chord. Wah! And I'm gonna do a little cool lightning cloud above.
You need to wait though, because that's a better game.
Oh yeah, no, I will hold it. I am tired.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I didn't want, but because we literally talked about it. Celestia would know. To
I feel
wait.
like how one could play it is that I conjure the cloud and then I wait.
And
Yeah.
then you hold
Does
the-
that make
the
sense?
thing.
Yeah.
Do you want?
And I'll say I'm doing lightning.
Do you
Because we
want
said
to
we'd
move
say.
as well?
I've moved a bit, haven't I? How much have I moved
15
already?
feet.
I will move more.
Okay, you remove the remaining 15 feet. Actually, no, you can move 45 feet because
I will move
you doubled your.
All the feet.
Cool.
At least I think I will. I'm checking the range. I think it's a lot. Yeah, it's fine. Great.
All right. Do you want to move out of the at this point you can basically moving 45 feet.
I'll try and not be too near any companions.
Yeah, you
I don't want to clump with anyone.
Got to move kind of away, away from the door, but you kind of go to the opposite side of the room of the sort of edges of the chamber that Corzin is on. So you're trying not to clump too much. Regardless, the Quicksilver boots carry you swiftly away as you play the power chord and ready yourself to act. Mm-hmm. Okay, Corzin and Scamp act next, and you can see.
Can I do a little ding?
Oh, yes, you can. You can do.
I'm going to do that. Yep.
Do a healing word as well.
Okay.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I think we've learned that in the past. All right, Corzin and Scamp.
I think so. I don't know. Sorry.
Alright. Having got a little bit of distance from the rest of my companions, I'm going to switch weapons to the Ice Blunderbuss.
Okay.
So this will be...
It's the same as lightning, so
What?
again, it's the same damage type as lightning in terms of bone and flesh.
Oh, okay.
So you'll need to hold that one.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I will do one with Celestia's one, though.
I'm reasonably sure the Ice Blast one is going to require you to move forwards to within 30 feet of the statue, but you can easily do that.
I will do that.
Okay. And then...
That's still outside of the range of the acid cloud, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep, cool.
At least until it moves. Okay, and then... Scamp, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to work out if there's any that will always do damage that I have, but I don't think there are. I think everything requires me to roll. So I'll do the. I'll get my creepy hand out again. And I'm gonna try and just imbibe stroking its face with the hand. See if the hand can do that.
Horrid.
With my chill touch hand and see if I can hit it.
Hello.
I don't trust any of these
Creepy
dice.
little
Ooh,
hand.
I want a creepy dice. There's got to be one. I've got a skull dice. That'll do it.
I'll do it. Yes.
Oh
appropriate.
yay! That's a 29 to hit.
Yes.
And I'm gonna,
Does
as
hit.
I roll it, like I'm gonna shout to Celestia, like. Bones, because I can't remember the word for necrotic in that second.
Cool.
And as you see the hand fly out to grab...
Just try and time it.
Okay, so it's the lightning attack is... It's not an attack, it's a dodge. It's a dex save from them, isn't it?
Let me check. Yes.
Cool.
It still takes half damage on a failed one.
On a failed one. Can you roll the damage, 3d10 lightning damage,
Yes.
please? And that...
If I was smart, I would have done
That
that
chill
already.
touch hit, so roll damage in that, please.
I have got maths.
15. That was it. I can maths. 15. Which ain't bad on 3d8.
17 lightning.
Okay. That is... once again, the pair of... you notice as it finishes, as it's just the statue has slashed into Celestia, it seems to regain control over its shuddering and uncertain limbs, but they still look as damaged as before. Then, as it's sort of crouching, getting ready for another strike, and you can kind of see it tensing its limbs, about to unleash that terrible speed, a bolt of lightning from above strikes its leg in the same place as the mummified hand grips its thigh, and the two types of energy unleash at the same point. Once again, the flesh sort of tears and cracks in place. The bolt of light, and you can kind of hear a strange sort of sound from within, where the necrotic seems to almost rust away the metal bones inside, before the hand flies back to Scamp. Alright, those two have been successful, I guess. Okay, Corzin, you kind of have a choice at this point.
Yeah.
You can either wait and see if Victory will try and make a shot, or you could try and unleash your cold attack as Jeffrey makes a shot.
I'm going to also hold an action again, because I, again, quickened a thing, so I've got... That was my bonus action.
Okay, what spell are you holding?
I'm going to hold a second level chromatic orb again.
Alright,
Because
the chromatic orb.
it gives me flexibility of damage type.
Does that. Okay, right, well that gives us... I'm just grabbing my notes for the damage types. Okay, well Jeffrey then is going to pull out... you already got against bone... Oh, sorry, I was trying to find the dang... Here we go. So he's preparing to use against the cold. He's going to pull out the wand with the little skull on the top.
Okay.
And fire a little bolt of sickening green energy. So
we'll stick with the cold.
Roll attack for Jeffrey, please.
No one's in melee with this thing at the moment, are they?
Not yet.
Not yet.
No. Shame. Well, not shame. Excellent, but, Jeffrey gets advantage if they are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That might... Well, he's still got a rubbish modifier. Well, no, it's fine. He's a monkey. That's an 18.
You feel... Have you used your reaction?
I'm holding an action, so yes.
Which uses your reaction. Okay, so Jeffrey almost strikes, but the statue manages to bring the blade down and deflect it. Corzin, you've said you've attacked, so you make your attack, please.
Let's roll. Okay. Natural 20.
Hey.
Okay.
I will also release my attack if Corzin's attacking to
Yes.
again compensate for Jeffrey.
Okay.
But don't tell Jeffrey that; he'll be really hurt.
What damage are you doing?
Okay, that is 20 cold damage.
Okay.
I am just going to really hope that this actually hits as well. Oh, that should do. That's a 27 to hit.
That does hit, so its resistance doesn't apply. Can you roll?
So I will do thunder again because
Thunder again.
This was a second level one, so it's 4d8. Oh, okay. 16, 21, 28. I rolled 2 8s, a 7 and a 5.
Ooh. Did both of you get 28 there? What was sorry, Sam, if I can ask for the cold damage again?
Oh, it was 20 cold damage.
20. Okay, so 48 total cold
Wait.
damage.
Yeah.
Wait, maths. Am I getting that right?
Okay.
Yeah, 28. I can maths.
Yep. Despite Jeffrey's second shot and miss,
Jeffrey.
The blast of icy cold seems to freeze freeze one of the statue's legs solid, and at the same moment as the orb sort of explodes with its thunderous impact, you see portions of the flesh crack, splinter, and actually just fall off or out in places. The statue is now looking quite seriously damaged. 3 out of 4 of its limbs now have taken major... have had significant gouges of metal taken out of it, melted or splintered.
Oh no!
And also 4/5 of it are now covered in essentially the sort of playground material that you get by mixing rubber and bitumen.
So when it does fall over, it will bounce.
Can we make
Potentially
it
unhelpful.
Victory, looking at what's going on and realizing that if she holds won't be able to move, calls out, I think... No, Victory can see that you've got lightning prepared to go from above. Alright, she's wincing then. Victory is going to get into position for a thunder attack. Which is... Oh, it's not great for her, given the limited number of thunder attacks she has, but she can do it.
Just did a lightning spell because I thought it'd be easy if we just had a cloud that was like labelled with the kind of damage I'm always doing for this fight.
And you can repeatedly do without casting again. That's
Exactly.
It's a really good choice.
Yeah, it's just it's a really good choice.
It's effectively like just labelling it in mid-air because everyone knows what it is.
Oh, this is going to be very wild for
I
Victory.
didn't mean to murder
No,
Victory.
it's
I felt a
fine.
bit guilty.
Victory, seeing you prepped and what's going on, is going to sprint forwards. Her kind of like crackling with. And she can't use a reaction either to getting attacked. This is not going to be fun. Alright, yeah, she's going to run forwards and her limbs sort of charging up, hair standing on end, crackling with power, and stand just outside of the range of that horrible miasma of acid. And shout at the bang a fist on her chest and shout at the statue, "Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough."
Hell yeah. I love her.
And just for the hell of it, I'm going to roll an intimidation check to try and taunt the...
To frighten it.
It is honestly not that impressed.
Dang.
Oh,
I was rooting for her so hard.
yeah.
Which is bad news for Victory. Okay, so that makes it the statue's go. The statue gives Victory a vaguely contemptuous look. And is then going to go for, let's see who's done it the most damage. That would be a combination of Corzin and Victory. Corzin is within 30 feet, so the statue steps past Victory.
Oh, that's insulting.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I feel insulted for not getting a mention on the damage list.
Yeah, and also...
But also, not that insulted. I'll take the being the centre of attention. Thank you.
No, it's literally just that it can't sprint and you're more than 30 feet from it.
Oh yeah, no, there is that.
But
I think I'm gonna have to like do a healing word on Victory's ego after this.
oh yeah, it sails past Victory, and also
Do a
Victory now
frostbite.
has to, and also does acid damage as it passes, because that's how this thing works. So I'll just roll a quick bit of acid damage.
Frightening
As it gets close enough to, as it gets close to Corzin, you don't have Quicksilver boots. So I'm afraid you need to make a dex save, please.
Okay. That's a 29.
Okay, so confirm that so it is. Oh, alright, so you don't take the full damage from this, which is, that's 22, 26, 28. Right, so Victory takes 28 acid damage, and you take 14.
Okay.
And it doesn't even attack Victory. I am gonna say that it ends up... It does still end up 15 feet from Victory, so Victory's going to start her turn in its acid, which means Victory actually needs to make a concentration check. It's against half the it's against half concentrate. I deal a lot of concentration checks. I don't tend to do them myself much. It's half the damage, isn't it?
I think so.
Or 10, whichever is higher.
Yeah, it's 10 or half the damage you took.
Cool, and it's based off Constitution.
Oh yes, it is.
Which
Yeah.
you should at least be
Cons are-
proficient in.
Cons are
save.
really good dump stat, lads.
So that is... Ooh.
No
oh,
idea.
no.
I'm still alive.
Which means she, against 28, she would have needed a 14, and that is a 13.
Oh.
Victory.
Why do I keep using my reaction?
Victory loses the damn Thunderwave spell.
Oh, honey.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, alas. And because she's lost
She's
her
not
reaction.
a Warcaster, is she?
She is Warcaster. She just rolled
That was with
really.
advantage.
Oh, she is
no.
Warcaster. She's just still shit.
She
today.
just rolled two
no.
bad rolls.
Oh, bless.
She's having a bad
No.
fight.
Okay.
Yeah, this is like Victory is just like not only is she kind of just upset by
no.
this, she like you see her as she winces, trying to hold her up, protect her eyes against the acid. She can't. Her limbs struggle, and you feel the magic sort of twist, and there's a sort of sound as the thunder erupts into the ground, wasted. And now the statue is going to try and kill Corzin.
Oh no.
Yeah, those hit.
Ouch.
I mean, I assume the 20 hits.
Yeah,
Corzin.
it does.
Yeah. Cool. So you proceed to take. I think you take. Yes, 42 damage. 42 slashing damage
okay.
from being sliced twice by the blade.
Only 42.
Yeah.
This thing is pretty fucking dangerous. Okay, that is. Oh, by the way, probably for the best, Jeffrey missed with the radiant wand. Having just remembered something about this.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, Radiant heals the fucker.
Oh fuck! We did actually know that.
Fucking light. We're idiots.
We are idiots.
Okay, and
We suck.
that
really
brings us to the top with Celestia.
I'm gonna go pew pew with the lightning out of the sky. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. Pew pew.
Is that what you shout to everyone?
I mean, I use my lightning cloud that's in the sky, and I do a bolt of that. I point up another one. But I'm gonna hold it and
Cool.
not do that. Because
That's
I
the-
keep forgetting to say that. I'm sorry. I'm not like remembering
it's
to
alright.
declare things.
I'm just making sure. Okay. Which brings us to Corzin and Scamp. Scamp, you are not next to the creature. Corzin, you are next to the creature.
Oh, could I get
Yep.
slightly further away, or does that have to be on my action?
Do
Do I have to hold that as
You
well?
don't have to hold that. You can do
use
movement
the
and
movement
bonus.
and the bonus action, and then hold the action as well.
Yeah,
I
I would
believe.
just.
They can be
Yep.
set.
I'd like to get back to like 60 feet.
Okay, you get you get comfortably 60 feet from the creature.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would
and
please
hold
me.
your action. All right. Do you want to do anything with a bonus, or are you good?
What can I do with a bonus action to the tune of a drunken sailor?
What can you do with a
Do
bonus?
with the bonus action.
Oh, you know
What
what
should we
I
with the
can
bonus
do?
action?
I want to
I
hear that
will
song, actually.
flick my hair back and look super, super hot and rainbow and stuff, and you can all have 11 temporary hit points, and you can move if you fancy it.
Feck. Okay.
Does it take your reaction to move? No, it's a free movement, isn't it?
Yes, it's just, you can just move. It has to be like now, I believe, but you can't.
Yeah, Victory is going to use that to immediately move out of range of the
I think
of the acid.
I think the wording is something about like a big burst of speed hits
Yeah.
you as you see it or something.
Yeah, you all get everyone gets free movement. Yay!
Yeah,
Okay.
there's not too many people to do that to everyone, so yeah, everyone gets it. Because I think it's up to 6, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Victory immediately backpedals out of the cloud of acid.
100 hit points.
Corzin and Scamp, you're acting simultaneously.
Okay. So lightning is happening. All right. I have just realised I have an item that does necrotic damage, so I'm going to attempt to use that. It is the vampire teeth.
Oh shit! Yeah. I've actually
Are you biting a statue?
Yes, I am literally biting its ankles.
I adore
That's
you.
an insane choice. Congrats.
Thank you for including this in my life.
I genuinely forgot. Remind me how that works. I've genuinely forgotten about.
Okay,
this.
you gave me a set of. It looks like false teeth, but they are like descended canines ones. You place them in your mouth
they're like
as
fancy dress
as a
vampire teeth.
reaction, and then it allows you to. I think it's once per long rest attack and do like vampiric touch essentially.
As a bite, yeah, okay.
How have I entirely forgotten about?
I completely forgotten about this. I couldn't remember where you got this from, but that's cool. Okay.
It was I think it was out of the same vault that we got the nosebleed cat.
That sounds likely.
Oh yeah. So this was just shit that the
Institute had.
The Institute had stockpiled.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You put on the.
What is this game?
You pull out the vampire dentures, shove them in your mouth.
All right.
And
now this is it.
Are you? Okay.
Get ready. This is only going to take one time.
And yeah,
Right.
please make effectively a melee spell attack.
Okay. I guess wisdom would be my.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, wisdom is what my other spells would be. So okay,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
sort of a you're fine. Okay.
But it is with proficiency.
Come on, do not fuck me over this one. Natural one, but lucky. The dice really have a sense of drama here. Okay, that is a 24 to hit.
Okay, so you.
This is the stupidest attack.
Celestia, you see. You're not quite sure exactly what happened, but you see Corzin reach, squinting against the acid, reach into his coat, pull something out, slam it against his teeth, and then just spring headlong at the statue, as if he's just going to try and bite it.
Okay, I think that's 3d6 necrotic damage.
Yeah, as that, in bewilderment, you unleash your lightning. Please roll damage, and I will...
She just goes, that was a choice when it's covered in acid. And sets down a thing of lightning.
Okay, that's 12 necrotic damage, and I regain 6 hit points.
18.
Okay.
Lightning.
Wow. Okay, 30 total. And
How many
again,
do you lose in return for your 6 hit points by jumping into its acid?
I was already in the acid.
You were,
No, I
in
mean,
fact,
true,
already
actually,
next to
fair.
it. You can now use your movement to back
I'm
the
gonna
fuck out of the
Get
acid.
the fuck out of the acid, yes!
Which is good, because you take extra damage if you end your turn in the acid.
Yeah, I am going to move my movement away from it.
Learning with Flintlocks and Fireballs. Today we've learnt that acid is bad.
Yeah, you. So you jump up, and try aiming to go for its for one of the two legs. It kind of it brings its knee up and kicks you into the air. It knees you into the air like a football.
Oh god.
You flip, and then as lightning strikes down on its raised up arm, preparing to cut you in half in midair, it flinches for a moment, and you land perfectly, savaging into its wrist.
Oh shit,
You have a brief moment of just all your hair standing on end as you are biting into a steel object being struck by lightning. And the
I mean,
I've
it
got
was.
lightning
I said it was
resistance.
a choice.
I've got lightning resistance.
Yeah, while shrouded in acid, but the you know how like there's that scene in Jurassic Park where they're climbing down the electric fence and it goes and it comes online and they spring off it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like that. You are flung off the creature, off the steel statue's wrist, out of the mist with the remainder of your movement. Hit the ground and roll. Pick yourself up. Strangely restored by whatever you've managed to pull out of it.
Well, that could have gone worse. I take it out.
You're fucking insane, Celestia.
Scamp.
I am going to, I guess, hold the action, and I will. Is Victory still in position to do?
Victory is still in position to do a Thunderwave.
Cool. Then I will shout out force damage and hold a Eldritch Blast. That's the word I know.
Okay. Jeffrey kind of picks out his last wand, holds out, presses it forwards in anticipation, but doesn't immediately fire. Yeah, no one else is holding. Well, actually, no. Sorry, I'm just going to say for drama. As Jeffrey, has no patience. Jeffrey goes, points a weird wand that looks like it's got a piece of preserved brain tissue on the end, like fossilized, and fires it at the statue. Just as you hear from the distance, oh, for fuck's... as a bolt of fire shoots at it as well. Can you please roll an attack for Jeffrey?
Yep. No, that's a 15.
Jeffrey's rubbish.
Both
Fine.
Jeffrey
Is anyone in melee?
Oh!
Or
No.
I was briefly.
No, you left.
Yeah.
You left.
Left melee. Okay, no. Okay, alas, no.
And
Both...
Victory's not in melee.
Victory's no longer in melee. Was not in melee. It's probably for the best because Shanty also just misses horribly. But like two bolts of fire stream past.
They cross in midair and perfectly miss it.
What a beautiful firework display they have created.
That was lovely. Well done. Very
You feel-
pretty.
Fireworks. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pulse of something that goes towards the statue and misses from Jeffrey's wand, and you feel a vague sense of unease momentarily as it passes you, and that's it. Jeffrey.
Oh, sorry, Jeffrey. It's just not your day.
Okay, so Victory then is gonna. You were prepping force when you. Victory's gonna step forward, and this time she claps her hands together, unleashing a wave of thunder. As wincing, she steps to the very edge of the acid cloud. I guess it's gonna. That's it. It's rolls to save against. Can you make your attack, please?
I'm firing all the bolts at it. I feel it's worth saying because I have the option to, but you know, okay, the lowest is an 18 to hit.
Does not
18,
hit.
19, 26.
The last one does hit, which is fortunate
Okay.
for Victory. So just roll the
That's why I
damage.
went for this one, because there's lots of rolls. I hope one of them would hit. That's only 6. 6 force damage.
Okay. Victory was obviously pretty pissed off under the situation, so that's going to be 6 force damage. Was that? Cool. Well, Victory did his at rather a higher level. So with a rather cacophonous that you see actually cracks a couple of the floor tiles in the... Well, actually, I wouldn't crack these floor tiles, but I would say it knocks some dust up into the air. The pulse that goes out of her hits the creature as the first... your first pink blast, say would strike it, but it manages to deflect with the blade. The second, again, pulses in, deflect with the blade. But the third one, you strike its hand, the hand holding the blade just as the pulse of force impacts. And that is... You rolled 6?
Yeah.
Which makes it 41. That'll do it. Finish it.
Hell yeah.
Surely this is Victory's one.
Okay, in which case then...
I will follow Victory's lead with it, but...
in which case then...
She deserves it after that.
Yeah.
She's had a bad day.
She's had a bad day. Everyone's dead.
The blast of putting her hands together is accompanied by a scream of embarrassment and frustration. And as the thunder ripples through the statue, I'm actually going to say then, rather than striking the wrist, which as the blade is coming down, your bolt strikes it in the neck, and it kind of splinters from one side and then shatters from the other, as the head of the statue cracks away at the neck and flies up before landing on the ground, bouncing, sort of hitting it with a sort of rolling with that little sort of sound before being halted with a tink by a silvery foot. You look up and you see in the and you can now see in the distance, stood by the golden door, is what appears to be a hobgoblin. Old, balding on top. This is rare. I'm not sure you've seen a properly balding hobgoblin before. They're usually fairly... they're usually at least a little hirsute, not as much as bugbears, with a bit of a sort of beer belly style paunch, and notably 2 silvery legs that go up to the knee and the thigh, and 1 golden arm. All three of which appear to be made of some sort of mobile, fleshy metal similar to the statue.
Hello.
Hello.
The Smiths, I presume.
Do you want these boots back? Just checking, because...
Did you like the butt case?
The smith, you can see, is holding in his flesh hand
The phrase "holding his flesh
What a
hand."
phrase.
Yeah.
It's just really, really, really terrible.
is-
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It makes sense as a way of phrasing
his
it.
hobgoblin hand, you can see, is holding a pipe that he's smoking. Kind of takes out from between his lips. You said you had someone who had need of them. He nods to
yeah.
the boots.
Yeah, I mean, he might want them.
That is who I made them for. Keep them until then.
Cool. They'll be passed on, promise.
He nods. He nods to you, Corzin, as well, having asked. Gantulka, Iapetos, who was Gantulga, amongst many others.
Pleased to meet you.
I, he gestures to himself, was Gantulga.
Oh.
I assume you have met my husbands.
Yes. Have we met
Yeah.
both of them now? Yes, we have, I think. Yes.
And yourselves? He gestures to the rest of your party.
No, we're not husbands.
Celestia Stardust. Nice to meet you.
Oh, hello, I'm
Corzin
Scamp.
Horhace.
Victory! I'm Shanty. That's what I'm going with. Marjorie wiggles her antennae.
I'll be honest. Were we your worst group? Do you think?
No.
Really? I'm sorry. Who topped a staircase made of butts? I have to know.
Tell us who was weirder, please. I need to know the story.
I want to be their friend, to be honest.
Some people surely just didn't make it, did they?
Some do not make it. The worst are the ones who do not search, who just fight their way through. Often.
Oh, that's boring.
happens.
That is boring.
You were curious, inventive. 5 out of 10.
For it.
I will take that.
That's pretty solid, given how weird we were.
Given
yeah.
us, yeah.
I'll take that.
He kind of puffs on the pipe for a moment. Probably the Dick Scorpion.
Oh, no, that sounds
what?
awful.
Who was
That's
that?
probably-
Brief puff.
Was it the poet?
Mentalist.
Oh,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, that would make sense.
A weird amount of sense.
I quite
Can I
liked
keep
him.
this paint?
He looks, nods. I can make more.
Thank you. It's really good paint.
You're not bad. You're not me. But I think you knew that.
Yeah, wouldn't mind being you. You seem fun.
There is... You rhyme. There's something similar.
Another rhyme.
Not quite me, but close.
Close to.
Does this happen?
How does that
Is
work?
this normal that this happens?
No. Some are some have some similarity. The poet who was my husband is sometimes similar but distinct. More chatty.
But you wouldn't call that a rhyme.
You are closer than the poet, but not quite me. I could see you walking my path, but to create, to build, does not define you.
No.
You built some quite exciting things when you were alive, didn't you? Oh, Ice Bridge?
It was an interesting challenge.
Bet it fucking was. Sounds cool.
Less difficult than the limbs.
Really?
The limbs
bodies
are
are
really
complicated.
complicated.
I cannot express the level to which I didn't listen in school. Like, we've been over this. Yeah.
You've seen the inside of limbs, though. It's all like bits and stuff.
It is, but I don't know if that'd be more or less complicated than doing a bridge across the whole ocean. Depends how how you're judging it, doesn't it?
There's a lot more small, intricate moving parts.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't make either, so I'm not the best judge. To be honest.
It was more complex than a typical bridge, and bridges are not simple. Bridges have hidden complexity. Beyond a certain size, materials...
Like Jeffrey. Jeffrey has hidden complexity.
He does.
He proceeds to ignore Jeffrey.
just opt out.
After a certain length, ordinary ice becomes impractical. Steel, stone become difficult. They move, shift, wobble.
Wobble.
You do not imagine that stone and steel will move in the wind until you know how much wind can press against them.
Yeah, that makes
frightening.
sense.
Yeah.
We took inspiration from the iceberg for the bridge of ice, counterweights below the surface to balance the movement. I had to design new ice, new structures within it.
Oof.
That makes sense.
That's interesting.
And even then it was a patch job.
Really?
So much of it was based on it being self-repairing. But projects, deadlines, rushes. You do what works first. Then you find a way to make it beautiful.
Yeah, make it exist first, then make it good. I get that.
Yeah.
Whew.
Remarkable achievement, though.
I'm gonna just sit in this little spot that I'm standing in because I'm suddenly getting a bit dizzy.
Yeah, you don't look good.
Yeah, this is quite a lot of blood, actually. I'm just going to carry on chatting.
Here, let me have a look at that.
Down.
Let me have a look.
I'm fine. I just need to not be on my legs. I've got 9 hit points. I just remembered. Oh, no.
I mean, mechanically, I know Celestia is okay. Corzin is going to make sure Celestia isn't about to bleed to death.
Oh, yeah.
I just feel like a person who's bleeding that much would be having a chat and they would be like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have had that chat in a bit of shock, and then I'm just like sitting down like, ooh.
It's been long enough after the fight now that I'd be starting to notice I'm injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that healing word did a lot to seal like massive blood loss.
I mean, it
But
wasn't
still.
that many hit points. I went from 3 to 9. Like, it is a difference, but it's not enough, is it? You know?
No, but it's enough. It's one of those nice little hand waves we do as to why the characters don't immediately bleed out.
Yeah. Oof. Right, carry on. Just sitting down. Good, really scary, good at things statue you made there.
Yeah.
How long did that one
Oh.
take you?
Oof.
Long enough. It will take some time to repair. I'll have to put one of the others in place while I do it.
Sorry about that.
They are here for testing. The tool is built for to use it for a purpose.
Fair enough.
You
Oh,
mentioned
can I
that-
keep this bucket?
He raises an eyebrow, but nods.
It's important.
You
You
do
mentioned that-
remind me of my husband.
Actually, on that note, you mentioned that you're not either one of my sorcerer's companions here, but would you know if either of them were a reincarnation of your husband?
If he has not pronounced them such, or if either of them have you met the poet? Have you met the Dusk?
Yes.
Yeah. Nearly got
They
the whole
would-
set.
Then they would have told you. How
What
close am
happens
I
if
to
we're
the
none of them?
entrance?
Do you know what happens if we're no one?
He raises an eyebrow. No, but I have, to my knowledge, that has never happened.
Well, there's a
We're
first
running out
time
of-
for everything.
Because honestly, do you think either of us are the law bearer?
I mean, that can't be right for either of you. I'm sorry.
Where am I in the order now? The wings move around. Who have you not met?
Oh, fuck, have we not met?
Law
That doesn't
bearer,
say the duck. Stop reading it as the duck. It says the dusk.
We've met the dusk. We've met the duck. And we've not met. Who's in the middle?
You've just to say it.
Reaper of Time.
Yeah.
No, I've done that one.
Of time. It was
Radiant.
the dilation chamber with the withdrawal and all that stuff.
I think it might just be law bearer and radiant.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
I would be surprised if you were the law bearer.
If the law bearer turns out to be the same person who made a butt case, then the law's broken.
Well, the law is often an ass.
Ah.
You can't be the law bearer. Like, if you're the law bearer, I'm going to bed forever. There's nothing I believe in is true at that point in time.
If you looks through your you ask. I would be astonished and disturbed if either of you were the Radiant, but that is where you must
Can't
go.
both be the law bearer.
I mean, the closest has been Victory in the Sea and you and the Poet, right?
Yeah.
But it's still not right, either of them.
No.
And yeah, neither of the other two... I mean, we haven't met them, but it doesn't feel like that works, does it? And I feel like it would feel like it... I don't know, it'd feel right.
There is, again, something in you that is close, but you carry a strangeness to you.
I don't think we were made right, and now we're all broken and we're not anyone.
It is as if a part of you rhymes more closely with me, more clearly. Is there some
Friend.
aspect of yourself given to
Friend.
creation?
Yeah, this is Friend. Friend's good at making
Friend
things.
a sorcerer?
Well, I guess Friend could have been.
That's weird.
Like we were. Friend could have been, I suppose.
Shit, yeah.
And Friend would be... Friend likes to make things, don't you?
It's true, I do. There is something to ordering things, to putting things together in the best way, to creating.
You're also really good at making friends.
I think you might be better at that than I am, Scamp.
Roger.
Well, we haven't asked anyone this. I'm assuming, Bobs, that you've got the skull out, yeah?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this? I'm going to ask the... Oh my god, what's his
The
name?
hobgoblin, in this case.
Yes.
Gantulga,
Gantulga,
aka
thank you.
Iapetos the smith.
Yeah.
Gantulga...
It's just that we haven't actually asked any sorcerers, because I haven't thought of Friend as connected.
That's
We haven't
fine.
actually asked any of them if they've seen a skull or if anything about this is familiar. So,
Best one to ask, really.
yeah, it felt worth
This is
it.
indeed exactly the best one to ask. Gantulga steps forward, kneels, and holds out his golden hand, I'm going to say. If I may.
Sure. If friend, that's all right.
If you think it's wise.
Okay, but you're not to hurt Friend.
I shall do my best. Gantulga takes the skull, and you feel a strangeness to that, like something is holding on to a part of your soul. And
Don't like that.
It's not painful, but it feels inherently a little invasive, and as if someone were rolling a piece of your soul between their fingers to tell how it feels. Which, as far as you can tell, is exactly what the smith is doing, holding it up to the light and examining carefully. You realise, as he does so, they're almost perfect. He has two eyes with sort of amber irises, but one of them, you realise, the iris is actually made from amber or some sort of stone. It's only up this close and as the light catches it, you realise that the sclera of the eye is painted on, or perhaps made of some sort of stone patterned with metal, with material in a way that resembles an eyeball.
Oh, he's got a cool eye colour.
And that eye seems to glow gently from within. You see a beam of some sort of light extend out and inspect the skull, before he very carefully returns it to your hand. As his fingers let go and his eye stops examining it, you feel that sense of intrusiveness retreat. It is a vessel to hold spirit or soul. I have made such before, but it is of craft and skill that exceeds even what I reached in the life I led as Gantulga. It was made by those who had true understanding of life, of death, the shadows, reflection, and how to contain the immaterial and uncontainable. It holds not merely a shape, but takes a shape upon it, imprinted to preserve, as if in life, what cannot exist without life to mould it, or without hearts and minds to shape it. He gestures at the skull. You could think of it, depending on its use, as a prison for a soul, or a way to keep one alive and from fading. I read how it is used was not its intended purpose at first, but one that adapts well. I can tell you this was... I believe I understand the function for which it was made. Though whether that is the function for which it is used in, I cannot say.
What was it made for, then?
To be held at the moment of death, to take within it, as one might press a palm into wet clay, the imprint of a soul, so it could be filled and a mould made.
So this was... I don't know if this is a strange question, but would there still be a soul in the body? And would that body still die? Or is there... does the soul transfer? Or is this... as we say, an imprint?
This moves... I can tell you how I could tell you how the tool was made. I could tell you, in a sense, how it functions. But I cannot tell you why. I simply read from it the function it performed at its stage in the process it was made for.
That makes sense.
How you get the soul in, where the soul would go from there, I cannot read from this tool.
Well, it's still very helpful information.
Yeah.
I have another question. It might be a bit cheeky, but you said you like helping people who have lost body parts. And I'm really sorry to be so sort of forwards, but your eyes caught the light, and I noticed that they're not ordinary eyes, and we have someone who's lost one here. I'm sorry to be so forwards, but I thought it was worth asking just in case you had a spare. If you don't, obviously, no worries.
And
but...
if that's something Victory wants as well.
Of course.
I would happily take an eye, please. An eye would be
it's
great.
Worth checking, because I know this is your body, but yeah.
Oh, totally. I mean, to be honest, I thought if
I like
the sort of plan was, if there was a spare, ask if you did want it, rather than establish whether there is an option first.
Yeah, hello. I would quite like an eye. I've lived most of my life with binocular vision, and it would be nice to get that back.
Yeah.
The smith frowns. Do you have at least a month? I mean, not right now.
Not unless we pop back to the the other room and, hang out for a bit there.
I think I remember what you speak of, but...
Time wouldn't pass, not in that chamber, though, would it?
But you can't
I should
go
say
there,
that
can you?
I would need at least a month.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, sorry to be cheeky, I just thought it was worth asking, because you'd said,
What I am saying is, come back in a month.
Oh, you can just come back, can't you?
When you have free roam of the Citadel, you will be able to return. Come back in a month, and I have made one gift already, but if you agree to return the favour to my next incarnation, in whatever form they require, or you are able to provide, yes, I believe I can make you an eye that can see. It will not be as adept as this one, but I do have the knowing. Yes, okay. She leans into Celestia. Shit, I didn't even think to ask that. I kind of assumed it would have... like
Honestly,
the
I was a
legs
bit
and-
self-conscious because it seems really cheeky, but like, when else are we going to be able to ask for an eye?
No, that seems
I couldn't think of another
absolutely.
situation where this would happen.
Really good thinking. Thank you so much.
No worries. Glad it's something you wanted.
Well,
Also, if it turns out that our friend doesn't want one or both of these, I will find somebody else for them. I won't keep them because, yeah, someone will want them.
do you, on a related note, do you happen to possess any gemstones of great size or value?
Look at Scamp, hopefully.
Do we?
I mean, you tell me. It's your inventories.
Oh,
I can't
boy.
remember if you have like any sets of,
Kind of assumed
of
that.
giant gemstones or the like that you picked up over time.
I've got some bum stones.
Oh, there's so
How
much
big were the
shit
bum
in here.
stones?
On the what?
There was some. I've got bum stones on my inventory.
What is that? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
I think it was a wild magic thing, and somehow we got bum stones, which were gemstones from a bum.
Right.
Oh god, they were as well. Oh, it was when you shit yourself and you shit like gemstones and stuff.
Ah.
That's what it was. A wild magic
Four
thing,
bum
I think.
stones.
Yeah. I actually don't think I have any gemstones. I've got mithril pearl pins. That's the closest I can find.
I have completely lost track of my inventory and my gold.
Wow. Okay. Mithril pearl pins was that?
Yep, I don't know what that means, my darling, because it was probably months ago or potentially years. That's what it says, though.
Did you not pick up a load of mithril tools in the place with the hatch now?
Yeah, but those aren't gemstones, mate.
Oh, okay.
I feel like the mithril pearl pins were like mithril with.
They were mithril gardening tools.
Right, yeah.
But that's not on the same
These
spot on
mithril-
my inventory, so I'm inclined to
No.
think that they're separate.
I feel like the pearl pins had like literally pins that had big pearl of mithril that had giant pearls in the end. Were they literally giant ones though?
I have no
I think they
idea.
might have been from giants.
I've literally just written 2
That
mithril
would
pearl
make
pins.
sense.
I'm really sorry. I don't know.
That's okay. I think then.
Does it? We just all look through our bags. Does it
I mean,
have
I've got
to
4
be
bum stones.
Right? Cool. Bum stones. It is cracking.
Yeah, all I have is one dose of giggle dust.
Again, not gemstones. Why is that?
The I'm going to say that the smith gestures to the, because I genuinely can't remember what these are. I'm going to assume that I feel like you got those the mithril pearl pins from early on. Oh wait. Void. You got them in the void.
Yep.
I think you got them from the skeleton of that giant, from the dead giant that had died in the butterfly, in the
Ooh,
moth.
that sounds familiar. Yeah.
In the moth.
Oh, quite possibly.
In
yeah.
Mothman's basement, basically.
Yes.
Like in the section where it had cleared off from that. So they would be giant.
Mothman's pearl pins. Cool. So they would be nice and big.
Yes. Okay. In which case, Gantolga then is going to gesture to one of those.
Do you?
Looks at it, peers. It can serve as a base. I will go from there.
I mean, I have these stones, but they came out my bum, so I don't think we should go with Victory's High.
He looks at them, puts his pipe back in his mouth. I will go and begin the work. When you are ready, you may leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He turns, presses the golden hand against the wall, and the stone just like folds aside to reveal a corridor. And he steps behind, and it just folds back after, sealing seamlessly.
So, Oh, he wanted the
Right.
gem for an eyeball. Is that what he
Yeah,
wanted
which is
it
why
for?
we can't give him the bum stones.
Right. I wouldn't have been so for the bum stones if I'd realised that it was for an eyeball, but
Yeah,
somehow
I was
that took
wondering
me...
why you were so it's like so insistent on the bum stones.
No, I would have, maybe suggested literally anything else if I had put that together. I'm bleeding a lot. Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's surprising that I can hold a conversation at this point, to be
He
honest.
didn't say we couldn't just have a nap, didn't he?
I think he said when you're ready, you can leave, and if I don't have a nap soon, I'm going to pass out. So, I think maybe that would be a good
A
idea.
little nap.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case then, this seems as good a point as any. As you, ahead of stepping through the gateway and carrying on your journey to the penultimate wing of the Sirius Citadel, you all take the opportunity to have a long rest because, there's literally
Please.
nothing preventing you.
Yep.
And I will say, before we get on to the no doubt important messages, I'm going to say this now that it is too late for you to go back.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to say that it is too late. You can't change your mind. So, as you may have guessed, the rubberized, the vulcanized rubber, tar rubber flamethrower thing was not what I'd intended.
Shocker.
But would have worked. But indeed did work. If you'd managed to get you could have sprayed it. You could have sprayed it more times. Potentially, it didn't all go in one.
Oh, I hadn't realised that.
Yeah, but if you'd managed to cover it 100%, it would have knocked out the caustic mist. I just assumed that you were at that point just focusing on trying to do as much damage, which worked.
Yep.
You didn't really investigate the soap, which was the last of the liquids, but which mix. So notes from this. The soap would have mixed with the rubber to froth and solidify into foam, which you could also view. So the soap would have combined with the rubber and the baking soda.
Oh, like a foam fire extinguisher sort
To
of
create a
thing.
foam fire extinguisher.
I didn't think I knew that would happen. That's cool.
Yeah. You would only have been able to find that out by combining the liquid with the...
Trying it, yeah.
So it was an experimentation challenge.
Oh no, that's
By
super
that point,
fun.
we'd already exploded some stuff, so we were a little hesitant to do that.
Yeah.
There was also, and I'm going to say this now that it, again, is too late.
It's too late.
Is the blue... You discovered that the blue powder reacted flammably and explosively with the petrol. However... it would also have sort of melted together slightly, but not fully dissolved, the rubber. So had you combined the rubber powder, the blue powder, and the petrol, you would have created a napalm thrower. That would have sprayed flaming... I mean, literally napalm, which I think is a mixture of liquid rubber, and petroleum.
Yeah.
Probably
Set
the
it
best
on
we
fire.
didn't bring that into the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, amongst your other war crimes, like I'm sure it would have.
Yeah,
failed,
we've
but-
done so many war crimes. Let's not invent some new ones.
Just a little war crime as a treat.
But yes, you do still have the ability to. You do still have. You will need to heat it up. Heat the tar up to make it usable, but you do still have the playground rubber acid suppressant spray, which will do will do 3d6 fire damage, and then the following round 2d6 fire damage, and then the following round 1d6 fire damage, because it coats you in scalding hot rubber tar.
Yep. Ouch.
Yeah, we did that. That was the thing we created.
Yeah, although in fairness, it was a very effective solution against the acid cloud statue. So, to find out what horrors await you, and horrors there are, beyond the next door, we'll find out after these, no doubt important, messages.
Come on down to Melvin's House of Mirrors. Big ones, small ones, personal and commercial. Whether you need to touch up your makeup, admire your haute couture, or need someone to tell you who is the fairest of them all. If you're more on the adventurous side, why not try out our funhouse selection? See what you'd look like if you were a giant or a halfling. Melvin's House of Mirrors. Let our art reflect your needs.
And welcome back. As you step through the gateway, once again, there is the wash of of brilliant white light, and as it passes, you find yourselves this time on the other side of the doorway with an arch behind you. This one with just a sealed black door, and ahead of you is, for want of any better description, a waiting room.
Oh no.
There is, you are in...
Oh.
Oh yes, you can see there are tasteful
No.
wooden panels, sort of teal-coloured wallpaper, some potted plants. Not that comfortable, but just comfortable enough. Padded chairs.
Accurate.
No, make it stop.
And you can, and also you can see, as well as the sort of black door behind you, there are two doors, one at either side of the wall ahead, and in between those two doors there are 4 signs on the wall.
Why am I so angry?
Do any of them say everything is fine?
I'm just like, can we not have like the Nightmare Realms back, please? Because this, absolutely not.
I told you horrors were waiting.
Oh yeah.
I hate you so much.
In case you have any ability, difficulty counting the 4 signs, the 4 signs are conveniently labelled. Literally, with the first one at the top has a number 1 on it, and then number 2, number 3, and number 4 going down. All 4 signs have clearly understandable writing on them. I mean, especially because you've got magical ability to comprehend languages, but you think they may actually be... but they're particularly understandable because they appear to be written in Jovan, in what looks like Eastern Haldanic, what appears to be Dwarven, and Elven as well. So multiple languages, and you can also
Like at an airport.
Oh, very much. And thanks to the comprehend
Not that we
languages
have that
effect on
comparison
here,
in any way, but
you can tell that they all say the same things. Just in case you weren't magically able to read every language. 1. Obey the law. 2. Those who disobey the law will be punished. 3. To leave this wing and pass on through the citadel, use the door on the left and take the door at the end of the hall. This leads to the exit gate. 4. It is not permitted to enter the exit gate chamber without at least a grade 4 passport.
No.
The fourth,
So,
the fourth of these signs, by the way, has a strange sort of haze to the writing, as if the text stands out slightly more in your eyes. There's there's almost like a magical aura around this fourth phrase.
Could you say the third one again, please?
To leave this wing and pass on through the citadel, use the door on the left and take the door at the end of the hall.
So
this leads to the exit gate.
Sorry.
Basically, door on the left, door at the end of the hall.
Cool.
There are 2 doors. There's a left door and a right door.
Yeah.
We need some sort of form.
Yep. It is not permitted to
The
enter
grade 4 passport.
without it. Yep. It is not permitted to enter the exit gate chamber without at least a grade 4 passport.
I still have my old Sulian one.
Don't we have like a thing that could be whatever documents we need?
You do
We have to
indeed.
see
do.
the thing though, don't we?
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the. You have your
It can
magical
mimic it,
concertina
can't it?
that can mimic one document of any kind.
It can mimic it, and also it can only do one. And
It
also
doesn't
I
say
haven't
we need
seen
one
one.
each.
True. Very true.
Yeah, I count at least 5 of us, and I don't know if Jeffrey. I guess Marjorie can travel in your luggage, but I don't know if Jeffrey would need a passport.
It doesn't say we need one each. It just says we need one.
Yeah, this sorcerer is called the Law Bearer.
Then it should stick to its own laws, and that's what the law says. You need a passport. It doesn't say you need a passport each.
I don't know if we'll get away with that, but I already hate it here, and we've been here 3 seconds.
I am amazed I've not set these signs on fire.
Is there anyone
I'm
else
doing
waiting?
real well.
Right. It appears that this room does not have anyone else waiting in it. You can faintly hear muffled voices, not really in like a struggling or shouting way, just like in a sort of way of distant people conversing down a slightly echoey hallway. You think coming from the doorway to the right.
It doesn't say we can't go through the doorways to the left and right.
No,
It just says
doesn't,
don't
does
use
it?
the
It
exit
just says
one.
how you get to the place.
Yeah.
Also, it says take the door. I'm taking the door with me, and no one can stop me. But first, let's find out what's through the rooms, I guess.
Yeah. Because I don't want to sit here for any length of time because I'll start getting weird. So
Nowhere does it say we have to wait, does it?
No, it doesn't. So I say that we just don't do any of that, to be honest.
No waiting right now, thank you
No,
very much.
no, I'd rather die.
Okay.
We're gonna... Which door should we try? Left or right?
Right. I've said it. I've said right. That's what I've said.
Alright, so you take the right-hand door.
I think it's because it's the one. I think it's because no signs say anything about it.
Yep.
So I wanted to go
It
through.
doesn't say not to. It doesn't say not to.
Oh no, but it
So-
also we haven't been told anything about it, and that makes me want to go through it.
Yep, that's fine.
So obey the law assumes we know what the law is.
I think the law is the bit about leaving, darling.
Is that it?
Don't know, man.
mean,
Depends if there's any
Might
more
be
anywhere.
more laws we don't... There might be more laws we haven't been told about yet. Let's go find out, I guess. Let's see what's
Alright.
through the door.
You open the right-hand door, and you see that it leads out into a not dissimilarly decorated hallway. There are a number of smaller doors, which are lined, most of which have small little plaques next to them, illuminating what office they're responsible for. You also and again, sort of, teal wallpaper, wooden paneling.
I feel like I know the
shrubs.
teal.
Mm.
It's like a hospital teal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's got
And like
this-
teal's a nice colour, but somehow this is not a nice colour.
And it's got those blue carpets.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, what? No.
Are we all taking lightning damage?
So, you can see that there are people walking down the hallway. There are a couple, what appears to be a human and a hobgoblin engaged in idle conversation. They are carrying. They're both carrying sort of folders under their arms, and moving on the way. They seem to be chatting idly about. It's really hard to say to say what exactly. There's to give a snap of the conversation. So, Min, of course, tried to bring a Form 37C to the 37B processing office. No, really, I know. And it just ended up tying everything up. for
Yeah,
the next
fucking
15
Min, right?
I know, honestly.
Before they can control any impulses they have, it just comes
absolute-
out.
They blink a little, startled by your appearance and your strange appearance. They seem to be wearing not exactly sort of like robes or gowns over sort of trousers and shirt, black trousers and shirts. The robes and gowns are a sort of one is a sort of very pastel green. One is a very pastel blue green. The folders are manila. And they are both very shocked by both your manner of dress, but also your appearance from a door that they don't seem to have seen open before. Oh, by the law. Hello, are you lost?
No, actually. We're not lost, we're just new. And we've been told that the rules are to get a grade 4 passport to leave.
Oh,
So, yeah.
visitors. Oh, it's been some time.
Oh, has it? How long has it been?
Oh, before I worked here, turns to the other one, the hobgoblin, scratches her head. Yes, it's definitely been at least. Well, gosh, I would say at least a decade since we last had a contingent of visitors come through. Although, as I understand, a lot of those ended up being processed through immigration. Well, yes, but that's often the way. Grade 4 passports, yes?
Yes.
You'll need to go to the Grade 4 passport office. End of the hall, turn right, look out for the office marked Grade 4 passports.
Right.
And
Cool.
how many are your number?
This lot here.
Oh,
So,
that's
6.
They count for a moment and then look down. Okay, so that would be 5 plus 1 pet.
Well,
Pets travel. Pets can travel. I believe they don't need their own passport, do they? No, but you do need a grade 3 passport for to move pets. Right, yes, grade 3.
Just.
right.
Celestia appears to struggle with herself for a minute. Just be like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to picture a scenario in which I have phenomenal cosmic power and have a wing of this and I can make it do whatever I want and I do this and I'm just about to have a fucking stroke over here because I just can't imagine.
If
Sorry,
I'm
I'll get
supposed
over
to be
myself in a minute, I promise. What?
If I'm the law bearer Could you just feed me to the Kraken now? Because you know what? I don't want... No, I'm done.
Oh, the law. Oh, your. Well, I don't believe the lawbearer is taking any visitors. It's certainly something you'd have to apply for an audience with.
Oh, of course you would.
Oh, no, we don't need
darling,
need to.
But you don't. Just to double check. So you're just after passports to move through. We're not going to need to bring the magistrates or the enforcers in or anything.
Shouldn't expect so.
Why would they need to be? What are they for?
Well, the last time we had visitors, well, as you say, immigrants, come in, given the paperwork they ultimately formed, they did get rather violent, and obviously, unprovoked violence is against the law.
What's the law? What's in the law?
Is there like a book we could have, like a list of what there is?
Like what's allowed and not allowed? We're new. Obviously, there's that on the sign back there, but that's all we've seen, darling. So if there's more, you're going to have to tell us.
Oh, well, obviously there are the local edicts, but there's the laws you would expect.
The rainbow spirit is like bouncing off the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Like... And Celestia's like starting to bounce a bit, you know?
So, the laws you would expect: no murder, no theft.
Right, cool.
I believe that there's a list of. We can certainly get it. I believe that you can apply for a list of the common laws.
Could you literally just tell us? Or is it going to be really long? Because if it is...
Well, I don't know if I could cite the entire legal codex.
Do you have a spare one? Surely you're the sort of person that would have a copy of the law on you.
Well, I mean, usually I would just follow the basic principles of...
What are the basic... No murder, no theft, right?
I mean, yes.
Get a grade 4 passport if you want to leave.
Yes, so
which we
obviously
do.
The edicts enforce specific laws within certain areas is required. But then the other law, there are the fundamental laws, as you say, don't murder, theft, treason, sedition, and then I suspect, and then obviously there's more specific property and licensing laws depending on your situations.
What constitutes treason here? Is there a monarch?
Well, obviously the lawbearer.
Right.
And
okay,
the state.
At least they made themselves fucking king. That helps a little bit with my opinion of them. Not much, but you know.
The laws keep us safe.
Right.
And
From
allow
what?
What do they do?
Well, the human looks at the hobgoblin who chuckles. Well, I mean, from the army that tried to invade 6 years ago through the... I guess it's 6 years. No, it's a decade, was it? The army that tried to invade a decade ago through the immigration room you just came out of.
What army was that?
The last group of visitors. There were about close to, I think, 5,000 soldiers.
Shit. Do you know where they were from? Or like what they wanted?
Well, I mean, those after the once the magistrates and the enforcers came in and managed to subdue them, and obviously the edicts started activating when things got violent.
The edicts, yeah.
Yes. Then most of after suitable processing, most of them. Though some of them managed to acquire passports once their criminal records had been expunged, and any appropriate fines, jail time, or penal service had been conducted, and then they were able, and then either they continued onwards. Or a much larger number, of course, just applied for permanent residency and joined the state.
I would like to congratulate you because you've just told a story about an army invading this wing, and you've actually made it so dull that I feel like I might faint. And I feel like that's an achievement, because that must have been quite an exciting day. But somehow, that, like, really, well done. Fucking hell.
Vaguely offended.
Do you know where that army came from, then, other than just outside? Did any of them mention where they came from?
Well, it's quite some time ago, but they were a lot of them were bearing symbols with a sort of crown type mark on it. She describes what you recognise as one of the known symbols of the Regency.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, probably Regency lot then.
That's the term. Yes, Regency.
Is the Regent legal in here?
What's the Regent?
Big stupid spirit thing. thinks it's king of the gods.
I really wish so many
I don't think the law bearer.
Right now.
I don't think the law bearer would permit that.
Good. Okay.
That's good to know.
Yeah. I wouldn't permit it either if I had a choice. But you know.
But no. Once they were processed, they either continued on their way, or of course applied for citizenship and joined, or fled to the outer reaches. Shh. We don't talk about the outer reaches. Sorry.
The outer reaches.
Where's that?
They sound fun.
Just so we can avoid going there, you know, and be good.
Oh yeah, so that we can stay away.
Sometimes criminals will seek to escape the law by fleeing beyond the reach of the edict. It's a lawless, dangerous sort of place, a real hive of villainous scum, and
villainous scum.
Please, just the passport office is at the end of the hall.
I have another question about the law, just to make sure I don't break it.
Yes, of course.
Those edicts that you're talking about.
Yes.
You said that there were different ones for different places in here. Are they written down anywhere?
Oh yes, an edict will always be clearly visible. For instance, you cannot tell lies while in the passport office.
Oh.
I see.
And will one be physically prevented from telling lies, or will
That's not how law works.
What happens if you say told a lie then in the lie place?
If you are informed how a law works, and a law should be publicly displayed so it is clear how it works, beyond the common sense laws such as do not steal, unprovoked violence, etc., etc. If a law such as that enacted by an edict is active in a location, and you break the law, you will be punished.
What sort of punishment we talk? Yeah, what are we talking about?
It entirely depends upon what punishment the lawbearer has assigned to that edict to weigh upon lawbreakers.
What
I
would be
believe
the
it's
typical punishment then for lying in a passport office if someone were to?
Oh, I believe it's pain.
Right.
And obviously, that makes it rather obvious that you're lying in the passport office.
Oh, so it just happens automatically?
Yes, it's the law.
Yeah, where we come from, laws don't work like that.
Obviously, your laws are inferior.
Is this like fun to you?
It's the way a functioning society works.
I don't think it is, darling.
Do you have fun?
Yes, we go to the
Okay, just
theatre,
checking.
or we watch,
Oh no.
or watch puppetry, or
Not
read.
puppetry. No, totally kidding. Celestia actually wouldn't say that. They're like puppetry. That's just me taking the piss of Robbie. Yeah. I actually love puppetry.
The human puts up a hand.
Puppetry is fun.
I make bead jewellery.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, I suddenly love you.
What's your favourite colour of bead?
I actually quite like the glass beads that have not two or three colours spiraled into them.
Ah, that sounds cool.
Yes.
Okay, you do have fun. Fair enough. That does sound fun, genuinely.
Well, yes, this is our job. We work here.
Right. Cool. I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude. It works in a lot of different ways in various locations of the Citadel. Some people are just sort of creepily permanently tied to a place. So, yeah, but I'm glad that it's not like that here. That's kind of nice, actually.
I suppose we could leave, but why would we? Well, exactly. From what I've heard, everywhere else is quite dangerous. Or insane.
I mean, I can't really deny that.
Yeah.
We did just come from bum staircase land. So.
That was our fault.
Wasn't
You can't use that as the thing that's weird or dangerous because we made that.
Yeah, no, fair.
I mean,
yeah, no.
you're travellers from abroad. It does sound like it's quite dangerous out there. I mean, what is the worst that could happen? Shanty speaks up. You can have your entire personality erased and replaced with something else. Right, so yes, I don't think
Yeah,
we'll
there we
be
go, that
applying
one.
for
I'd say
a
that's the
passport
worst
after
one.
all then.
Actually,
Don't know why you would, but
question about these two individuals and like the surroundings here. Do they resemble in any way any of the people who we encountered in the Shangri-La type place we went to?
ooh, that is an excellent point.
Where was that? I'm sorry, I'm having a
It was
a
in
blank.
the void.
It was in the previous arc where, like, when we were trying to get the stones back to Wayne Manor.
They
Got
do
ya.
not have a these do not appear to be sort of divine or demonic entities per
Okay.
se, but there is a strange sort of cultural similarity, like in the sense that they
when, like, you were describing their mode of dress and like how
Yes.
they were operating. Okay, cool.
there is definitely a stylistic similarity going on here.
Okay.
You wonder if maybe there are some Shangri-La-esque influences going on.
Okay. I will wait until we're out of earshot of these two before
yes.
I pass comment.
Right, well, we need to be getting on our way, so...
Right. Have a
Good
lovely
day.
day. Good luck with the jewellery.
Thank you. Law... May the law shield you.
It's still like full on twitches.
They wait for a response and then awkwardly shuffle off.
And also with no, that's not.
And also you.
Thank you, yes, and also they hurry away.
I've got this like headache coming like behind
Seems like
my eyeball.
somebody doesn't know the difference between order and justice.
If we stay here long enough, I'm about to have a fucking opium relapse just for something to do, to be honest. Fucking hell. Woof!
I feel like my magic, generally, which is not always under my control, might just be against the law.
Oh wow, I haven't actually
Ironic.
considered that.
Ironic considering where we are and who made this place, but I wouldn't put it past them.
I want to break things so bad.
Do you think creating and then exploding a bunch of geese is probably against the law?
No geese in
Sounds
the
like
passport
a.
office.
I mean, frankly, probably the only reason that's not on some lore somewhere anywhere else, if it is because it's not something people thought there needed to be a lore against.
I mean, it depends, doesn't it, how this fucking works? Because if the law bearer's just sat there going, "I'll come up with a new law" every time we walk into a room, then, like, of course, fucking geese are going to be illegal somewhere, aren't they?
You kind
guess
of...
I want to break
We should
everything.
get ourselves a passport.
Don't want a passport.
I don't want a passport. But no lying in the passport office.
It's weird, isn't it? Like, the second something is forbidden, you immediately want to do it. All of it.
I can't describe the things I'm imagining doing right now. I want to do everything. everything that comes into my brain, just until something's illegal.
I'm still very impressed with myself because nothing is on fire right now.
I think that is actually a big moment in your character, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no, I think this is real growth.
Yeah, you're growing up.
I have to admit, the temptation to just start tearing the building down is very strong.
I feel like my brain is like vibrating.
Here's
With
the
like
thing.
not doing
We've got
anything.
2 sorcerers left, including this one, and there's 2 of us, and this one ain't mine. You can have it.
Something actually...
I mean, I think you... I mean, unless one of you actually is one of them, it's probably neither of you, right?
Yeah, no, there is no way either of us is the Lord Bearer.
It can't be either of you. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm put in mind, actually, and this might be relevant to everything we're about to do. There's a phrase I heard a long time ago, which is 2 people laugh at the lore, those who make it and those who break it.
Okay, so one of us could be the Lord Bearer, because let's face it, we're all laughing at this law, right?
I don't know. I'm mostly angry. It's not funny yet. Maybe it will be in a bit, but right now, I want to kill someone, but that's not allowed.
No, that is against the law in most places.
Not unless
And
they
to
try
be
and
fair,
kill you first.
it's a figure of speech. It's making me less eloquent being in here. Where we go? We need to do something, or I'm going to die.
Let's
What
go
can we
and
look
get a
at? Let's go and
passport.
find something to look at. For fuck's sake.
Okay, so the
You've made ADHD hell number 2. I'm so impressed with you.
yeah,
It's really
yeah.
impressive.
This is the
I, Ellie, am having a cracking time. Celestia is having the worst time.
I am basically just trying to get this is hell.
It is. It
Fun fact, it's
reminds me a lot of Helen being human, actually, specifically. If anyone watched that. I mean, it was a bit more mysterious, because it was literally a series of waiting rooms and forms you had to fill in, and nobody told you where you were going, and occasionally someone would disappear, and then they'd say, oh, it's your time to get up, and then there'd just be another room with forms. Like, it was horrific. Helen being human was fucking terrifying. Like,
I remember.
the so coming to the end of the hall waiting, right? You do see labelled is the Grade 4 passport office. Opening the door, there are a few chairs for waiting for people to wait in, but there does not appear to be anyone currently in them. There is a small, there is a little bell that rings as the door opens, and you can see there's a desk with a chair behind it, and a small door which opens and someone enters. The individual in question. All right, I'm just gonna give this person a name. Is a. Ooh, okay. We're gonna say a pale orc with a long, drooping black mustache. He is wearing a set of teal robes with a sort of flat hat somewhere between a mortarboard and a mandarin's hat. He very much looks like he is the sort of person who reads civil servant in every fiber of
he's
his
got the
body.
vibe.
Like, if you were to slice him in half, civil servant would be written through him like a stick of rock.
Indeed. You can also see there are 2 notices on the. There are 2 notices posted on the wall. Both. Yeah. the law applies to all, and let's make this fun. Both of which shimmer slightly with that with a sense. 1. Grade 4 passports are not to be issued to individuals wanted for outstanding crimes in any jurisdiction. 2. It is not permitted to lie in the passport office. These are the 2 edicts on the wall.
In any jurisdiction? They mean like anywhere ever?
I
Or does it
mean,
just
as
mean
far
in
as we
this-
know, Corzin jurisdiction means here, because this is here's law.
Right, well, we haven't broken any since we've arrived.
Yeah, so let's try and get passports now before it gets worse.
Alright, let's go.
As you step, you can see that there is the civil servant orc sits down at the chair, takes out a pen and some paper to take notes, and you can see has a number of forms ready. Good day.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you here to apply for a grade 4 passport?
Yes.
That would be right, yep.
You'll require 1 passport per person travelling through the wing.
Right.
Looks through. I count 5 of you and 1. And
Jeffrey.
Yep, he can see 1, so you would say, and 1 pet. Pet, so it is required. A grade 3 passport is required to travel through the exit chamber with pets.
Right.
He frowns and looks over you. I have a number of questions that I will require you to answer. First of all, are you wanted for any outstanding crimes?
Not that I know of.
Am I wanted for a crime?
Corzin
This is
just
actually a
gonna
very
shake
good-
his head.
Genuinely thinking about whether I am wanted for a crime or not.
Now, this is a good question. Is Scamp wanted for any outstanding crimes?
Not that I know of.
Yes, I would say that Scamp... Scamp, I need you to roll an intelligence check, please. And I'm genuinely going to find out if you know of any crimes that you personally...
3!
3. Okay, you've successfully failed your intelligence check. You can't think of any crimes
I
right
can't think of
now
anything I'm wanted for.
that you are wanted for. So, Scamp,
No.
you are the first one to step up. Okay. And so, Scamp, what is your name?
Scamp friend.
This is true. He writes this down. Very good. And then what is your intended length of stay within the... what is your intended length of stay within the state before leaving?
As short as possible.
Writes this down. This is also true. Do you intend to cause any harm or disruption with it? What would he say? He would say harm or disruption. So, do you intend to cause any harm or disruption to the state during your stay?
No.
Do you intend to cause any harm or disruption to the state during your stay?
Not if it can be avoided.
Okay, that's true enough.
Yeah.
Takes a note. Are you carrying any... Okay, I've got to go through the rest of these. Do you have any pets?
I've got Jeffrey. And Marjorie isn't really a pet, but she is a pet, but she's not a pet. This is Marjorie.
that statement is completely true. Confusing, but does not break the law.
The truth is
kind of confusing, but true.
That's my brand.
It's true enough not to activate the edict. See France for a moment, but pets 2. You will require a grade 3 passport in order to pass into the exit chamber with your pets. Are you carrying any weapons or controlled substances?
I've got this knife here, but it's more for eating than stabbing. I don't think I've ever stabbed anyone with it.
No, you've never successfully stabbed anyone with that knife. Okay. And you didn't mention controlled substances. I'm going to roll. Can you roll a? Can you just roll me a diplomacy check for
Persuasion?
Persuasion, even wrong edition. For whether
Is a 22.
Okay, doesn't notice the controlled substances check question. And are you transporting any magical weapons, armaments, or other magical items?
I've got some magical items.
A grade 1 passport is required to transport magical items through the exit chamber. Otherwise, you will need to surrender them.
No, you can't have them.
Then you will not be able to travel through the exit chamber without acquiring a grade 1 passport.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is it 1 passport per person or 1 passport per magical item? Because that's
One
going to
person
take hours
with
if it's the
with a
latter.
grade 1 passport may transport any number of magical armaments or items that they are able to carry.
Right, cool. I'm just gonna lie on the floor until it's my time to speak.
However, this
Is that
answers-
allowed?
Nobody said it wasn't. So I'm going to lie on the floor if nobody has an objection.
You see, the orc opens his mouth, then shakes his head and picks up a stamp and stamps the piece of paper, folds it up, and passes it to Scamp. Very well, Scamp friend, this is a grade 4 passport.
Oh. How do I get the other bit? Okay. Everyone else get one, and then we'll work out how to get the grade 3 and the grade 1 and the...
Very good. Who wants to step up next?
I mean, Celestia's just lay on the floor, so I
Yeah,
thought it's
I'll
probably somebody
step up
else.
next.
Corzin,
Yep.
what is your name?
Corzin Horhace.
Right, sit down. Perfect. Are you wanted for any outstanding crimes?
Corzin is going to shake his head.
Now,
It said
Corzin,
specifically you can't tell a lie.
you cannot tell a lie. However, the wording is, it is not permitted to lie in the passport office.
Okay.
So,
Celestia, get up off the floor.
so I am going to.
What was that?
Celestia's on the floor. No lying in the passport.
I am going to ask you for your choice of a wisdom or constitution check to avoid flinching, Corzin.
Oh, wisdom. I mean, both wisdom and constitution are the same.
I mean, technically this is a save, so it is permitted to be a save.
Again, I am a ranger. My saving throws are strength and dexterity. Makes no sense. Well, some sense, but really, yeah. Okay, it's going to be a +3, whatever it is. Okay, here we go. All right, that's a dirty 20.
Oh, well done.
You take 3 points of psychic damage as
Okay.
you feel a pulse of pain rack your body, but you play it off and you don't flinch.
Okay. Yeah.
The civil servant accepts this, seems to accept this, and makes a note. Are you transporting any pets?
No.
Are you transporting any weapons or controlled substances?
Weapons, yes. Controlled substances, no.
Since you have no idea what a controlled substance is in this setting, that is a true statement. You will require a Grade 2 passport to transport non-magical weapons or controlled substances. Are you carrying any magical weapons or items?
Yes.
You will require a Grade 1 passport. He
Be
stamps.
able to tell me where I could acquire both of those.
Yes. He passes you the Grade 4 passport.
Okay, I take it.
At this point, Victory is going to step up. My name is Victory Kotzol, and I am not personally wanted for any outstanding crimes. She says very carefully, knowing that she personally has never been named and wanted for the act of piracy she has committed.
Fair though.
Corzin literally has a spell that forces people to tell the truth. He would have got very adept at being diplomatic with how he phrased things.
I don't have any pets. I think she does have magic items. She's got the skulls. But I do have magic items, and that's going to require a Grade 1 passport anyway, isn't it? Yes, I suppose so. He skips over the Grade 2 passport thing and makes a note. Stamps. Grade 4 passport. Next.
Hello.
Hello. Name, please?
Celestia Stardust. That's my name.
Are you still lying on the floor? Have you got up? Or you?
I haven't got up. I'm lying on the floor.
I adore you.
I just can't do this like a person. that's what I'm doing.
Absolutely. not.
Celestia, you do internally consider Celestia Stardust to be your true
That is
name,
my
so
name.
it's not a lie.
That's not a lie.
Yep.
Like at the beginning of the campaign, it probably would have been like, what I go by is that now it's my name.
It's just
like,
your name.
We've had that moment several times.
Good.
And what's the next question?
Do you have any pets?
Yes, but they're not here, so I don't need to bring them
You
through.
don't need a Grade 3 passport. Are you carrying any weapons or controlled substances?
Yes.
Require a Grade 2 passport. And
Cool.
do you have any magical weapons or items?
Yes.
Grade 1 passport. Stamp. This is your Grade 4 passport. You've been served by me, Bar Singh. Anyone else? Shanti steps forward. The best name I have is Shanti. Is that your name? I've been subject to a whole bunch of memory spells. It's the best name I have. Acceptable. I don't have a pet. I don't care about. I do have a magical item, but can I just give it to one of the others if they have a Grade 1 passport? Cool. Well, can I have a Grade 4 passport then? Yes, of course. Stamp. Very well. You now all have Grade 4 passports.
Excellent. Thanks.
Excellent.
Hooray!
You require. Now, you said
Well, that
you had
was
questions
relatively
about
painless.
higher grade passports.
Yes.
I did
Grade
ask him,
1.
like, where will we get them?
You will need to step. You can acquire those at the Grade 3, 2, and 1 passport offices. He gestures, and you can see there's another door, which says Grade 3 passports.
Oh, not far to go then.
Cool. So we'll just sort of work our way down. Is there a particular order they need to go in?
You require a Grade 4 passport to acquire a Grade 3 passport. A Grade 3
Okay.
passport.
Yes, great. I get you.
What laws happen in different rooms? What's different in the next one?
It is still not permitted to lie in the passport office, in any passport office.
Right, no lying. Cool.
Individual restrictions beyond that will require you to inquire at the passport office.
Cool, and there'll probably be
Okay.
signs, right? Because it's supposed to be visible and
Yes.
shit. Yeah, cool. Right. Thanks for the passport. What do you do for fun? Please, make yourself a person, please.
I collect and reposition decorative rocks.
That's adorable. Now I like you more.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. That actually really helped with my sanity and stuff. Great.
I'm glad. Have a good day.
You too. Enjoy the rocks.
You
Oh.
pick yourself up.
He has a Zen garden.
Go home
basically
and
Zen
collect his
garden.
rocks. I don't know why this is what is soothing to know that somebody
It
is a
really
human
is.
being.
It makes such a difference.
It really does.
You pick yourselves up, open the next door. There's a small bell that sounds. You watch as the orc civil servant steps out of the room. As you step into the next room, you see a basically identical room with another doorway, with another desk, and a little door behind it which opens, and a pale orc with a long drooping black moustache.
I'm going to look back through the door and then at this
same
new
guy.
one to make
It
sure
is,
it
in
isn't the same
fact,
person.
the same guy who sits down and says, "Hello, I am Bar Singh. Welcome to the Grade 3 passport."
Do you also collect decorative rocks?
Yes.
Shit.
Are you actually entirely the same person? Or are the two of
Did you just walk over here?
Welcome to the Grade 3 passport office.
Did you just walk over here? I need to know. It's important. How am I to obey the law if I don't have all the facts of the situation I'm in? You know?
He gestures to the walls. There are 2 notes in it. Number 1. Grade 3 passports are available to citizens with 1 month service record or equivalent. 2. It is not permitted to lie in the passport office.
Okay.
1 month service record.
Or equivalent.
Or equivalent. How long were we in the time dilation chamber?
That's an interesting question. The only people who were in it for a month
Victory and
was
Scamp.
Victory
Yeah.
and Scamp. The pair, I think you were in it for 4 days. I think was what you used to get out of the withdrawal period.
It might have even been a bit longer, but I don't think it was a month. Yeah. I want to say it might have been a week.
Like 10 days.
No, sorry, like a here week.
Oh, right.
I think it was slightly more than 4 days.
Okay.
Because I nearly died and stuff. Like it was that many levels.
Yeah,
of
you might have
exhaustion.
gone for a full 10 days then.
Yeah. Don't know. I know that I rolled real bad on the exhaustion stuff. It was like 50-50 on whether I was dead or whatever.
Yeah, it was certainly a while.
Yeah, it was a good few days, but not a month.
No. The bossing takes a pair of spectacles, puts them on, adjusts them on his nose. I am here to answer any questions you may have and help process any paperwork for Grade 3 passports.
1 month service. What is?
Yeah, what's that mean?
Grade 3 or higher passports are only available to citizens. In order to qualify for a Grade 3 passport, you need to have either spent 1 month here as an employed citizen, or to have accrued the equivalent of 1 month of labour credit is performing suitable tasks for the state.
What tasks are considered suitable?
Do you have any skills or specialties?
Yep.
Then you would accrue tasks. Then you would accrue labour credits in line with a typical day's work per the amount at which a typical day is done. For instance, building, say, a quarter of a house might take a month typically for a labourer.
Right.
Okay.
So you want something that would take a month.
Essentially, or labour to that effect.
Right.
We do not penalise people for moving faster. Indeed, fast work is desirable.
Right. What can we do that would take a month then?
I can make stuff,
You can make stuff. You're very good at making stuff.
That's true.
but is it each person has to do it?
You may collaborate upon a project and share labour credits for collective work.
Right. That's good to know. But I'm sorry, my brain's melting. So just bear with the stupid questions that I'm asking. So his eyes are looking like bloodshot at this point. A month of work, would it, if there are 5 of us and a pet, would it have to be like something that would take 5 people a month together? Or is it just
Not
like one
everyone
thing that
needs
would
a fancy
abstractly
one.
take a month?
Shanti points out, yeah, I don't actually need more than a grade 4 passport, so it's really just
Oh,
the
you're
4 of
fine.
you.
Yeah, fuck. You've been here
Yeah.
ages.
I'm just, like, she just hands the fire pistol to Corzin. Here,
I take
hold
it.
that for me. Now I don't have any pets, so I could leave at any time.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted, I'm obviously not going to stop you.
Fuck no!
I didn't think so, to be honest. But you sounded like you were planning on fucking off.
No,
which
but
I
it
wouldn't
means we
blame
don't
you
have to
for.
worry about making another passport for you, so that's good.
That is nice.
What are people good at doing?
I mean, okay, the spell guards and wards. If one did all that protection manually, or if you could only do one spell at a time, that might take a month.
There's a pause as Barsing frowns. What does that do?
Oh god, it does. Hang on,
It does a lot of things. I've got spell description.
I've got notes. I wrote it all down because it's loads of shit. So 2,500 square foot, either 50-foot square or 5-foot squares, 10-foot squares that make that much. It only lasts 24 hours, so there is that. But it basically does the following effects within warded corridors. So fog fills the corridors, they're heavily obscured. At each intersection, there is a 50% chance that a creature will believe it's going in the opposite direction. All the doors magically lock as if by an arcane lock spell. It can also cover 10 doors with an illusion to look like walls. Webs fill the stairs from top to bottom like a web spell. Regrow in 10 minutes if they're burned or torn away. Other effects, you can choose one of these for dancing lights in corridors, stinking cloud in 2 places, or place a constant gust of wind in a corridor or suggestion in one location.
There is a sort of frown on... Barsing's mouth opens very slightly.
If it was manually done without spells, I think you could argue that it'd take a fucking month to achieve that level of protection. Yep.
Does it have to be like useful work though, or like do we have to put it in the right place? Is that
You just said
Yes.
work.
Useful work would be required for labour credits. That could be... Arguably, yes. I could see that being either applied in an area near the edges of the reaches where perhaps against the lawbreakers, or perhaps it could be used in some manner of entertainment capacity.
I can also do a mirage that would last a week. Maybe for people who got lost or something, to bring them back here.
Or
if
you could
anyone
put up
got
signs
injured, I have some
everywhere
skill in
telling
medicine.
people to obey the law. Like you could make it all big old reminders of the law everywhere and
I suppose that would... Yes,
save on time putting up posters.
That would count. Yes, I suppose that would... And how much... Wide and area? Did you say a mile?
Yes, a mile square.
That would likely save the work of several labourers putting up notices for And if it lasts a week, yes, that would likely cover a month of service.
Right, cracking. If you tell me where that's useful, I'm very happy to do that for you.
Right.
I can make things out of raw materials if you want some basic furniture, or you want a door, or you want a fort, or you want a statue of someone.
Yes, that would indeed count for a large number of potential deeds, and looks to Victory and Corzin.
Corzin says, I have some skill in medicine if anyone is injured or in need of that particular
Corzin can do
skill.
magical medicine. That's faster than healing. You could do
This
the
is
work
also
of
true.
like a month's worth of healing real fast for a body.
Really quickly.
You have access to magical healing.
Yes.
Okay, that is in demand. I suppose if we registered that against a surgical credits, that would make a difference. The looks at turns to Victory. Do you need crops watering? I don't lie. There's good. You can't. Right. Sorry. Figure of speech. I can literally make it rain within highly specific circumstances. Or hail, I guess. There may well be something we can see to working with. Yes. It looks like we're going to need to take the four of you out into the city. Nevertheless, I can make arrangements for a magistrate to escort you out into the city state proper, and direct you towards locations where, yes, I do believe it should be possible for you to accrue a month of service credits very, very quickly. Sorry, how long is it going to take you to do that? Cover a mile?
10 minutes, darling.
Right.
I'm not
Quite
lying.
quickly
You
indeed.
know, right?
Yes, indeed, you are. You do appear to be obeying the law. Very good then. And
We're real magic and stuff.
And next time, we will take a journey into
No, we have to come
Into
back.
the land of menial tasks.
into the to the city that exists beyond this bureaucratic nightmare zone.
Nightmare.
It's terrible.
Into the state,
Well done.
the city of the lawbearer, and see what sort of beige hell it may or may not be beyond these teal-coloured walls.
You've been reading Machiavelli's The Prince, and now it's everybody's problem.
This is arguably more of a Kafkaesque nightmare. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you all very much for listening. I hope this was fun.
Oh, it was. Tremendously.
I
From
loved it.
You're an evil genius.
all of us here at Flintlocks and Fireballs, fair seas and natural 20s. The law protects us in the state. The law is what helps make us great. Break the law and you will pay. But first, let's fill out Form 12A.
So gather your muskets, gather your spears, we'll plunder the shores of Calcinea. No kraken, storm or spell we fear, so come and sail with us, my dear.